when I meet him, I'm going to say, look, dude, you have never seen this before. You know, quarter of a mile took them 17 hours. They'll be like, what? What? Yeah. But they did
you'd be surprised what they've seen before.
Yep. Loftwicks Landscaping Company, owned by Mr. Michael Graves.
What the hell?
Yeah.
It's a nice little maze carved into the side of the mountain.
I'm just glad it'll grow back, you know, reasonably quick because it's scrub brush and grass and stuff. So.
Well, at least Hearn hasn't seen the trail.
No, if I flew over it, I'd be like, you know, you would see like an owl bring its feathered wing up and slap the top of its forehead while flying. It'd be like, what? No wonder it took you 16 hours to get from A to B. But he still did pretty good.
Michael, did you sharpen your sword again?
I have a... Yeah, well, I could say that I did that. Yeah, I wanted to say that I did. I have that in my inventory. What's it called? Let me see.
The whetstone.
I have a whetstone. Yeah.
I
wanted to say that I was going to do that. Yeah, I wanted to say I was going to do that, but I kind of like didn't say it. So yeah, after I did all that, I wanted.
You didn't kind of didn't say it. You really didn't say it.
Yeah, I did say it. I didn't say it.
I changed some of my spells around to be more utilitarian, I guess. Rather than just taking animal-based spells, I don't think we're going to need them in a cave.
And I picked up Continual Light.
Oh, I picked up a couple of detects, and we seemed to have that issue earlier. A couple of offensive spells that help me because I'm not a fighter. If there's front, second, and third rank, I'm about 40 feet behind the third rank in rabbit form, sprinting further back. So I've got some healing. I've got miscellaneous spells. I've got a find trap spell. Just when you mentioned, you know, we can get Valentino to go ahead. I thought, find traps might be useful as well. And then I've still got things like the neutralized poison and protection from fire, just in case, because I don't know.
Whenever you guys are fully done and ready to do whatever you're going to do, let me know.
All right, I'm done. If you want me to cast Detect Magic on the ring, I can.
Oh.
Yeah, I got Detect Magic as well this time, just in case we needed it for not necessarily the ring, but for other, you know.
Yeah, we could wait at least till the end of the day.
Yep, we could. Yep, but I took one just in case because when Jasan said, "Oh, I think it's just a normal cave," I was thinking more maybe like a hidden door, like a magical door or an illusion or something. Yeah. I also took Detect Poison as well, just to be on the safe side. I get a lot of detects. I want to know why I haven't got Detection. That would be an absolutely brilliant spell to take. I mean, come on, man. Detect. Are you detecting anything? Why? I'm detecting if you are.
Oh.
Yes, that's right. I was thinking of taking what the reverse of no alignment, the one that everybody goes, oh, you're a druid, you've got to be neutral. Why are you radiating chaotic evil? I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about.
Obscure alignment.
Put it on the paladin. What? You seem to be
create
radiating
spells.
evil there, buddy. But I've got
Nice
some water. We've got some food, I think. So we're good. Make sure you're all wearing your winter clothing, because it is going to get cold.
Yeah, you see, you guys figure the wind's probably 15, 16, 17 miles an hour. Where you guys are.
Hopefully it'll get
Sure, it's
warmer when
probably
we get
about-
inside that cave.
It's about 36 degrees, you would guess, right now.
Oh, that's freezing.
Yep, that is just above freezing.
Yeah, that's Short's weather, man.
But
For you, yes.
You Southerners. You want me to read
That's a
it?
nice day.
So, what's the plan? Talk me through what you're gonna do.
Well, Hearn should take the lead towards the cave.
Yeah, and maybe can detecting if there's any detecting by the
Or
cave.
Eagle Eye can, yeah. Do we
Need
think this
Eagle
is
Eye.
the cave? We're not even sure if this is the cave, right?
No, all we know is this is roughly, and I do mean roughly, where whatever the mage was called said it was on the map that the
Right.
palette that Michael's got. So, like I said, roughly we could be a quarter of a mile off of the cave, but we are in, a very localized area. It could be above us, might be slightly below us. But I think me and Eagle Eye can go up and look at maybe even Valentino as well, because he's the trap specialist.
Yeah. Yeah, you want me to go up like 10 feet ahead and check for traps? Every 10 feet?
I mean, I believe,
You
camp
guys are
closer to the
sitting on
cliff,
the plateau
at
stuff.
the cliff edge,
Yeah,
right?
we're
we've-
we're on a plateau which is pretty big. I mean, it's big enough to build a house on. From the
It is,
description that Scoot gave me a couple weeks ago, it was lit. That's why I said to the Jasan, the plateau is definitely big enough to have a house or building of some description built on it. So, it might be an invisible building. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's pack up and head to the cave.
Yeah.
Do
Yep.
it.
All right,
Because
so
I know
guys
Jasan's
head
going to
the
stay
cave.
here on his own, because he'll stay with whatever kit we're not taking.
And you guys do see that this is a small cave, maybe 15 by 15. You have to have some form of light in order to see clearly inside the cave. Kawana and Lyric actually have that lantern though. So the lantern activated. You guys can see that in the back of the cave is a pretty big boulder up against the back wall.
How big's pretty big?
One that looks I'd
Like
say
it might have been
about-
placed there.
It's about. It definitely does not look like the boulder belongs with the cave. Okay, it's roughly 6 foot diameter.
Ooh.
Looks. It's very large. Looks very heavy.
I'll search for traps around that rock boulder. Does it look like some kind of a door? Like it's covering
May-
thing.
Maybe the cave goose, carries on past the other side of that rock.
Yeah.
Investigating and searching and throwing a dice. Check traps on to the tower for me.
Yeah.
You carefully peer around this giant boulder.
Yeah, I'm just going to look to see if it's like snug or if there are small gaps and things like that to allow air in and out, that sort of thing. Doesn't have to be a massive gap, just a small one to see if there is a space behind the rock.
Valentino, you're looking around. You don't detect or find any kind of mechanism that would be a trap or anything like that. Hearn, while you're looking, the both of you come to the conclusion, meaning you and Valentino, that this boulder is blocking a passageway.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
And it's not a passageway that you could squeeze past the boulder to get to. The boulder, in order to actually get to the passageway, is going to have to be moved.
right, so it's an actual, it's a good first line of defense. It's a very heavy boulder.
You figure it's going to take a bit of strength to move this thing.
Can I look around the floor around the boulder to see if there are any excessively large footprints?
No, there's nothing.
Okay.
No it's devoid of any excessively large footprints.
Okay.
You do notice that there are some animal footprints, I'd say, scattered about, but nothing that would be human or humanoid or demi-human.
Okay.
No bipedal creatures. Oh my gosh, thanks.
Does it look like the boulder was moved recently?
The boulder does not look like it was moved recently. There's no signs of. I mean, you can. No.
Okay.
You can.
Was it scratches where it was or rolled or?
Nothing recent.
Okay.
From just looking at it, that if it has been moved, it's been maybe a couple hundred years.
Holy shit.
So there's no, well, obviously, since you said it doesn't look like it belongs there, right? It doesn't look like it was part of any kind of cave-in or anything like that. Or any kind of natural...
It looks like it's not natural to. It doesn't look like it was naturally occurring.
Sure,
in
bear
this
with me, man.
environment. What am I looking for? Seriously.
Is there enough room to move it to the side or anything, or is it just like?
Definitely, if you can move it, there's definitely enough
Okay.
room.
So you said it was approximately 6 feet in each direction. Like,
Holy shit.
that's big.
Yeah.
I'd say 113 cubic feet.
Okay.
I mean, we're
Yeah,
not
it's about
pushing
what
it.
I made it 121, so that's not bad. I'm crap at math. So
It weighs a ton, like probably literally.
it probably literally does weigh a ton. So
Yeah.
you said about 120, 113. So
Well, it definitely looks. I mean, are you investigating for what type of rock it is?
nope. Just how
Okay.
big and
I mean, is it an aerated stone? Is it lava rock? Can we just, you know?
Is it a basalt? Is it a sandstone?
Yeah.
A limestone? A granite?
It's diamond. Whoa.
Oh
in
shit!
the bag. Well, no, but if it doesn't
You'd guess
match
it is
the-
several. This is going to be multiple tons.
Okay, holy shit.
Right.
Well, I don't know if we can move that. How are we gonna move that? We're gonna need like
A lever.
You think there's a
Fulcrum.
lever for it?
There might be a lever, but I think Valentina might be able to look around for something like that. Look for something
Yeah.
like a pressure plate or a slab in the actual stone wall that might move it. But watch out, because it might move towards you, and that'll be it. If that thing moves and lands on you, you
Did
ain't
you mean a
getting
lever as in a makeshift lever, Matt?
Yeah.
Don't tell us we're gonna have the Indiana Jones and just like run away from.
Yeah, a little bag of sand. Oh, it's a bag of salt. A bag of salt used in Michael's bag of salt. It's
There you
about one. It's not. Oh crap! You got to come up with the weight of a whatever it is, African sparrow, blue or red. I don't know. Ah.
So, Scott, is this the end of the cavern, or is there any other ways we can continue past it? You know, does it go on?
That's
you know,
just a 15
It
by
just-
15 small cave
Okay.
with a boulder against the back wall that you discern that it definitely is blocking a passageway.
All right.
So the only passageways are that one or the one back out to the plateau.
I'm going to take a look with my special eyes and look around.
Where are you looking around?
Around the boulder, around the back of the cave, you know, just scanning like 360, you know, looking for anything that'll stand out.
You see a tunnel behind the boulder, and that's all you see.
Just the tunnel behind the boulder.
Yep, nothing else anywhere else.
All right.
I keep forgetting you got special eyes.
Yes.
Specialized.
That coughs up about 10 minutes of your
Yes,
time.
I do special.
He's special, so special.
I'm special. All right, so there's really nothing around that indicates to me that this boulder can be moved.
There are no devices that you have seen that would move this boulder. It's going to come down to sheer strength or
Spells.
some type of lever, maybe a block and tackle, some
Okay.
mechanical means that you're going to have to invent, or sheer strength.
All right. And you said there was another kind of plateau above the one that we're on?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
There's one
No.
below us and to the west, but that's where the whatever they're called, the Cimeric.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want to go down there. That's no.
Yeah, okay.
There's like
So,
30
yeah.
40 of those guys laying around.
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, so this is kind of
And they're very
if-
territorial.
Yeah, that's what Jasper was saying. Extremely territorial, and he was surprised that we hadn't already bumped into him. So,
Just on.
oh, Jason. No.
Jasper was the
also
crazy guy.
Jasper. Yeah,
Oh,
Jasper
did-
said
Yes, he did. That's right.
he did mention them. So
Yeah.
maybe they let him go because they might consider him to be, you know, mad. But with madness sometimes comes insight.
Well, it's St. Duckbird.
Yep.
Say Goosebird.
How long?
Goosebird.
How long would it take me, while the others are looking for levers and everything else, how long would it take me to change a single spell?
How about we identify that ring now?
Change a spell?
Yeah. Change one.
Or
Change
or-
a spell. Learn a different spell instead of the one that I've got.
Yeah, I could learn a spell called Stone Shape. Is that what you're thinking?
I've
Oh, that'd
got
be awesome.
Stone Shape. I've already got it. But
Well,
it's
if you've
not
got
enough.
Stone Shape, then you
It's
can.
not enough mass to get through it.
How
No,
about
you don't. You don't need to make.
I need 2 stone shapes.
Why?
My stone shape gives me 16 cubic feet. That's it. So the rock is at least 6 feet wide, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little
113
bit
cubic
short.
feet, you figure.
So, okay, so I would need...
But you could just target 16 cubic feet of the stone and turn it into a door.
Yep, I could. But but if it's 13 cubic feet from one end to the other, the door's only going to be 1.25 feet wide.
I can get through?
I mean, it's fine with me. I'll just change to a rat and climb through it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it? Yeah.
I mean, I have no... Or I can change into a bear. Like
And move it.
literally a coat. I don't know about moving it as a Kodiak bear. I could have a go. It would definitely give me greater strength than I have in normal form. But I'd still need like a winch and tackle. I would be the physical strength of the side, but I still think we need to lever it away from the entrance so we can get in and out if needed.
Okay.
I mean, it's still... Go on.
Have we tried to move the stone yet?
I mean, I could stone shape the bottom of the stone away, literally destroy 16 cubic feet of the stone, and it would move. That would be the lever. Literally, if I take off the bottom first,
it just fall over.
the whole
itself.
stone is going to drop to the floor or roll over. I mean, I can use stone shape for that, but I was thinking if I took a second one, I could pretty much make this stone half the size of what it is by removing like 2.5 feet right the way through it. Because that would give me 32 square feet. That would be a lot. That would be almost a 3-foot hole all the way through it in each direction. So the Hobbit should be able to go through. Valentino should be able to crawl through that pretty easily. But again, Michael, Eagle Eye would be struggling to get through a 3-foot gap. But it's just options. Like I said, I'm not used to dealing with stones like this.
What if we just take the chance and identify that ring right now?
We can. You think
Right,
there might be? Yep.
Yeah, I do. Not metagaming at all, but I do. Yeah.
Let's do it then.
Who's got identified?
Michael pulls out his.
I don't have identify. I have detect magic. I can't identify. Only Lyric can identify.
Oh, did Lyric change your thing?
Does Lyric have identify memorized for the day? Where is Lyric? She does actually.
Well, there we go.
Now the question is who has a pearl?
Oh,
I
shit.
gave her I already. She's got 7 or 8 in inventory. I gave her a bunch.
She has 8.
Yep. Those are
Well, there we go.
Here we go. You guys are in luck.
not bad. Not bad for a guy who doesn't play Lyric.
Right. Well, I'm impressed.
Michael hands
So
the ring
Lyric
to
asks
Lyric.
Michael to hand her the
Yep.
ring.
There you go.
With this ring.
Now this isn't a sign of marriage, my fair lady.
And she looks at you and says, "We have to purify."
Verify.
Yes,
I'm a
we have
paladin.
to-
I'm as
we
pure
have
as they
to-
come.
We have to purify the item and need to remove any influences that corruptible or that's magical auras, if it is indeed magical.
What? douse it in
You
some
don't,
water? Would that
you
work?
don't understand magics and how the nature of magics work. But we must purify this and make sure that there's nothing to corrupt or influence the aura that I am going to use the spell to read the item. and
I'm
what
sure
it
the
is
dwarf had
capable of doing.
alcohol, right?
So
Maybe
we need at least
water.
8 hours preparation.
Oh my lord!
All right, we can rest.
Inside
You can
cave.
rest at 8 o'clock in the morning.
It's midday.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Have we had
According
breakfast?
to the time, it's midday, so we're going to be.
Ignore that. That is not.
Okay.
Those are not my words.
Oh,
I
okay.
had modified this calendar program to use
We can
my
have second
words for descriptions of time of day. No, it's you
So it's
figure
like
it's roughly
8:30 in the
9
morning.
a.m.
Okay.
Roughly 9 a.m.
So-
you figure.
We only just got up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second breakfast.
Breakfast is
What?
still in our bellies.
Second
second
breakfast. You're ready for third breakfast at this point,
I
Valentino.
was going to say Valentino's already.
Because I
eaten
know
a sack
you've been
full of
snacking. You've been snacking while they've been talking.
Yes.
I'm watching your inventory of rations go down.
rations. Nom, nom, nom.
All right, so that being said, she would need to spend that time preparing to Cassis. She's like, is that really a good use of our time?
Well, we could make our base camp inside the cave, which will stop us from getting code. Because don't forget, Jasan isn't coming with us, so he can stay. I'd rather him stay in the cave rather than out on that ledge. At least he can have a small covered fire. The smoke isn't going to go to. It's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to be in the cave.
So are you going to go over there and talk to him?
I'm gonna actually, yeah, but not for the reason. I'm gonna walk over to him and say, while I'm snacking on cucumber slices, being a druid, you're an experienced mountain man.
As you walk up to
mountaineer.
Jasan, you notice that he isn't wearing any clothes and he's laying on the ground
What
with his
the
arms out, spread out, and like just looking straight up at the sky.
Great.
I told you not to give him those mushrooms. I'm gonna.
As you approach, he's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! What's going on? Why are you back?"
We haven't gone anywhere yet. I need to ask you a question. I think you can answer it.
And so he covers himself up.
That
little
doesn't
bit.
bother me. I'm a druid. I wander around in animal form all the time. So, you know, I wear basically like a loincloth and maybe that's and a necklace, and now I'm gone.
He's like, what do you want? What do you need?
That boulder over there. Can you rig up a pulley? The boulder that looks like an orc or a troll leaning against the wall, but it's made out of stone.
Well, he's not by the
There's a s-
cave, so he'd have to.
Oh,
So he's
go and show him. Don't care if he's naked.
He's like, let me get dressed real quick. You have a lady in your company. It's like
We have a little
communing
bit of time
with
because
nature here.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Not quite flat out on my back staring at the sky, you know, bollock naked, but I get the drift. I understand completely. I think
So he dresses up.
show him to the cave, show him the boulder while Lyrka's getting all the water and herbs and whatever she's going to be doing with this ring. We have about a half day, give or take, to move that boulder out of the way. It's blocking a passage. Is there some type of pulley system that you can set up for us to be able to do it? Because he does have these weird rolls of 200
He goes
feet
over
of
and he
rope.
looks at it. Starts looking around and
Make him earn his money for the day.
I was going to say, have any of us tried to push or move this boulder yet?
Not yet.
Nope.
But the way I'm looking at it is this guy is a mountaineer.
This guy's
He
going to walk
sits
up.
there and he comes in. He looks back up to you after about 10 minutes of peeking around and peering around it. And he's like, "It looks like if a few of you push it this way, you might be able to make it move, but you need to have the hardiest of three of you."
I will relay this definitely to Michael, because
Well, they're all in the room and hear him say
Okay.
this.
Yep. I'll say this guy's the expert. He's moved rocks before. That's why he's a mountaineer / blah blah blah.
All right, let's
Looking
get
around
to
the
it,
group,
then.
he looks at Michael and Kawana specifically and says, "You two," and
And me.
kind of looks at you, Valentino, and
Me.
says,
We could probably use him as a crowbar.
I don't know, maybe between the dwarf and the half-elf."
Me?
Looking at Eagle Eye.
Okay.
Dude, you look
I
like
can
a
help.
deer. Nobody knows what the hell you are.
Eagle Eye will help. He'll put his shoulder into it.
So the three of you kind of start looking at where Jason is directing you to put your pressure. And surprisingly, with very, very much effort, you feel the burn in your muscles and in your legs and in your shoulders and in your back as you all three push against this. It does start to slowly roll.
Keep it up, guys. You're doing great.
After a couple minutes of pushing on this, it is rolled aside enough for you all, for a human of Michael's size, to be able to squeeze through.
Perfect.
Can a chubby little dwarf get through?
Now you're gonna have to squeeze your gut in a bit.
Yeah, something in a bit.
He's squishy.
Okay, it's big enough for a chubby little dwarf to get through. That was
There
probably
we
a
go.
better descriptor of it.
Let's move.
Good job, guys.
We did it.
All right, so
What do we see when
Peering
we get
in.
in? Oh, go.
peering into it, you see a 5-foot wide tunnel. You see that it winds down into the darkness.
Now, we're going to wait for Lyric to finish her 8-hour thingy before going down.
I don't think so.
Or are we gonna leave Lyric here? Because once she starts that, if she stops in that 8 hours, I think if it's like my type of ritual, then it's gone.
So not the metagame, but my experience is we are usually going to get so effed up at some point in time, we're going to have to rest and sit somewhere, and we're going to have time for Lyric to do that at another point.
Yep.
I agree.
Yep.
Yep.
And we'll probably end up with some loot that she can identify anyway. Just
Right.
putting it out there into the universe.
So does the whole party move as a whole, or is Lyric getting left behind?
No, Lyric's coming with us.
Very good.
Sure.
The only one that's staying behind, I think, is Jasam.
Yeah.
Jason
he
is
can-
going to go back to his sunbathing.
Rub his privates.
Oh my God, sorry. Excuse me. I didn't mean that.
The paladin belches of the group.
just out of nowhere. Oh, excuse me.
So you begin your descent into the tunnel.
All right.
Tunnel not being steep, it is dark and damp. You
Is it
follow
a
this-
natural tunnel or carved?
And what's our order? I think Valentino should probably be first.
Yeah, exactly. I'll definitely go first.
Are you guys carrying the lantern with for light?
I really don't need it.
Well, who needs it? Michael needs it, right?
Yeah.
The lantern, yeah. I gotta need to see.
I think you guys all are going to need it to be able to see.
All right.
Because all we're going to see out is just
Because
a dark.
infravision is
What?
not dark vision.
No, it's just you're going to see the cold stone walls. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I have is alertness and blind finding. I don't think that's gonna help out really.
Blind finding? You can find things
Blind
when
fighting.
you're
Fighting?
blind.
Fighting?
Yeah. I'm just being silly. Well, so lantern, yes. Valentino, looking at the rock to you, looks like a cave.
Okay.
Looks like a tunnel in a cave. You would disbelieve that it was some natural forming cave. Just doesn't seem like there'd be a tunnel as long as this naturally formed.
Okay.
And as asymmetrical as it is. But
Is it?
it could be, it could be natural. I mean, you don't really know.
Does it look like it was burrowed?
So how would you try to discern that?
I guess if there are no if the walls are of this cave or kind of or this area or tunnel is smooth, I guess. You know,
it's jagged. It's rough, very rough.
Thoden could tell us. Thoden will look at the cavern and tell if it's natural or man-made.
It's definitely not natural, Dodan.
all
I
right,
don't
but
know
yeah,
if it's
Thoden shares with
man-made,
the group.
but it's
Yeah,
not
this is-
natural.
this
It
is
wasn't
not
formed
natural.
by water or natural processes.
I'd share that with the group.
okay. All right, yeah, I'll check for traps like every 10 feet.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be here a while.
Yeah.
Unless you want to, I can, increase that.
I'm not going to make you roll every 10 feet, but it's roughly going to take you. This is with the lightness of the lantern, you're able to see probably about 50 feet out, and
Okay.
you're not. You don't see an end. So you go 10 feet, and you're looking around and making sure there's no traps. Successfully not finding it. You're successful in determining that there are no traps. Do another 10 feet and another 10 feet, and a half hour passes, and you guys have moved about 40 feet up the tunnel, and you still don't see an end to it. And you can continue to do this or be brave.
Yeah, I'm quite satisfied.
And so, throwing caution to the wind, you continue at what pace?
A medium pace.
A medium pace? So at a normal pace, you continue
I guess cautious, but on alert.
Very good. So, taking care to mark your footsteps and know where you're stepping and proceeding with caution, you continue down this tunnel. It's not a very steep descent, but you definitely can feel a descent. Thodan, you definitely know that you are descending at a very gradual pace. You figure about every 100 feet that you travel in this, you're descending about 10 feet. You finally, after about 40 minutes of cautiously walking down this tunnel, you find you come to you come to a large brass-bound door. You figure you've probably traveled about 500 feet and have descended about 50 feet at this point. And here stands in front of you a large brass-bound door, the brass being green with age and the wood appearing very dry. You definitely are clued in now that this is definitely not natural and you might be in the right place.
Okay, I'm going to inspect the door. I'll search for traps all around the door.
Okay, give me a toss in the tower.
Absolutely.
Out of frustration, you finally complete your search around the door, not discerning there to be any traps whatsoever.
Okay. All right, I didn't find any traps on the door.
Awesome.
Are there any writings on the door, or
Is it open?
I didn't
There
check.
are no writings on the door.
It's just a big brass door with verdigris.
Yeah, just a big door, brass bound. Large wooden door which is brass bound.
Okay.
Large brass bound door. The brass being green with age. So it looks like this door's been here for a very, very long time.
Is there a
The wood looks dry.
is there a handle? Not that I want to pull a push.
Oh yeah,
But,
there is.
okay.
And you see that there's a lock on the door as well.
Okay. I'm gonna use my specialize for another minute and look at the door.
Okay, give me a second here. Okay. So, where are you looking? Where are you concentrating your what you're looking at?
On the lock, on the door handle itself.
So as you look at the door handle, you see that you see through the door handle. But it looks like a normal door handle internally.
Okay.
You don't see anything special about it that would make you give
Okay.
pause.
All right. I'll stop looking at it, especially, and I'll try to see if it's locked.
Sorry, repeat that. You're kind of breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna check and see if it's locked. I'll try that.
Well, there is a lock mechanism on it that you can, and as you look at that lock mechanism, you tell that it is indeed locked. In fact, looking at it closer, you see that it is actually rusted as well, quite heavily rusted.
Okay.
And it makes you realize that this is going to be a little more difficult than
Your normal lockpick.
your normal lockpick.
Okay.
Because now you're fighting with metal that is probably in some instances quite probably fused together.
Okay. See.
You definitely get the impression too that nobody has passed through here in a very, very, very long time, because this much rust would take many, many years to
Form.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I still will try to open the lock. Roll in the tower.
Yep, give me a toss in the tower.
1%.
As you fiddle with it with your picks, you take some of your oil and spray it in, squeeze it into the mechanism itself, trying to hopefully be able to loosen it up. Takes you quite a long amount of time. I mean, you spent probably about 30 minutes on this. Finally, though, are able to get it to unlock.
Adventurer extraordinaire. The door is open.
Fantastic. Open it.
Yeah, go ahead, open.
Yeah, who's gonna open it? I'm exhausted. That took all my skill and ability. Oh, I feel faint.
Your fingers are definitely tired.
Yeah, I'm kind of numb and blistered.
You're like, damn, this sucked.
What?
Thinking in the back of your mind, maybe I should just have them smash it.
Yeah.
But I have to show off.
Oh yeah. And you shined.
Yes. Woohoo! Oh yes.
I'll take a look at that door if you want.
After you.
Michael goes up to the door, and he opens the door. Well, he tries to open it. Does he open the door?
The door
Attempts to.
is a bit stuck, as most doors that have sat for an extremely long time are expected to occur.
Okay. Was he pushing or
You're
pulling
probably
on the
going to
door?
have to push your shoulder into it.
Okay. Michael digs down deep and just rams his shoulder into the door. Does anything happen?
Give me a open doors, which is on your strength, on your main character, your abilities section of your character sheet, and
Okay.
it's called doors. So just double
Okay.
click that.
Oh shit!
Michael, you push into it and
Oh! Now this time he decides, oh no, this door is not going to get the best of me, and he takes a few steps back.
It got the best of you.
It got the best. He's about to do a running start this time.
it got the best of you. Somebody else will
Oh,
have to
shit.
try.
Damn. Oh, okay. Then I don't know what the hell I'm doing then.
That's okay.
Can Kawana, he's got a good strength. Can Kawana and Eagle Eye do it together?
Could try to do it together, but Kwana can try it independently of Eagle Eye and Eagle Eye.
Okay.
You guys could try to do it together.
We're trying to improve our odds here.
It may not improve your odds, depending on. Well, toss
All right.
it.
So yeah, if there's not enough room, or that's fine. We can do them individually.
I mean, because the room is 5 foot wide, and in order to push it, you're both going to have to get. Can try. Let's. You want to try that?
Well, I don't want to jack something up and then lose our chance to try. You know. Will it improve our chance?
There's a possibility that it could improve your chance, and there's a possibility that it could not improve your chance. In fact, make your chance worse.
Then let's not play that game, and let's let Kawana try it first, and then Eagle Eye.
So Kawana
Sorry.
pushes up against it.
Oh.
Damn. And it doesn't budge. What you are noticing is that the wood is getting broken up a little bit as you try to barge it. Go ahead, Eagle Eye. Give it a shot.
And just doors, yeah? If you want it in the...
No dice.
Shit.
But the door is... You can definitely tell it's starting to... The wood being so dry, it...
Alright, Odin's gonna bash into it. That's not good.
No, this is not good.
Critical failure. No.
All right, here we go. I'll try it. Do I need what roll the doors?
Yeah.
Just double was that double? Oh, is the bend? No. Yeah, did it.
Oh, damn.
Lyric has no luck either.
Jesus. Well,
But the door is
gotta hack
definitely
it
looking
and
like
start
it's
hacking
getting,
it down.
It's getting weakened.
Who's got an axe?
You want me to have a go at it? I'm the only one who hasn't had a go. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
the weakest, but I am the weakest person here.
Kawana has
You
an
and Valen-
axe hammer.
No, Lyric is the weakest.
I'm stronger than Lyric.
You're stronger than Lyric. You and
Wow.
Hearn are about equally matched.
Only just.
Go ahead, Hearn.
No, she's got the same as me. She must have 9 strength.
She's got an 8.
8. She's same as me then, because I got 9, but it's the same target number. I might need a little bit of room to back up, because I think I might hit this door as a bear or something.
Are you going to turn into bear form?
Yeah.
Not while everybody's standing next to me. Oh, I'm bear. Why is all that? Why am I covered in all this red stuff?
Oh.
No, I'm just gonna use my normal strength to do it, but I'm gonna try and not bash the door. I'm gonna do what whoever was yelling out, get an axe. I'm gonna try and break open the wooden part of it. Let me have a look a minute, see if I've got it. I could set fire to the wood if you wanted me to.
Kawana has a hammer axe.
A hammer axe? What the hell is it?
It's an
An
axe.
axe, a hammer.
It's axe on one side, hammer on the other.
I guess I can use that with my strength if it's okay. I mean, I'll try it. I'm just going to still use a double door thing here. But I'm
Well,
aiming the axe.
anybody can beat on the door with the axe. So
Yeah.
I'm not beating on the door. I'm beating on the, like you said, this really rickety.
Okay, so then you wouldn't make a doors on it. Doors is just to barge a stuck door open.
Oh.
So you would just do the hit point game with the door, and eventually you're going to hack it down.
I want to try my strength on the door anyway, just to see if
There you go.
one of the weaker. So I'm gonna. No way.
No. So you
Bang,
are at that
ow,
point
that
where
hurt.
you need to start beating on this door with an axe.
Yeah, and then I'll say, "Come on, Thoden, let's go. You start one end, I'll start the other."
We only got one axe, so we'll just start beating.
Well, you start that end, I'll cheer you from this end.
Okay.
Morale.
We'll just-
Says, it's my axe.
Yeah, Kawana's the one that's gonna whack it, not me.
Oh, okay.
My axe, not yours, Kawana. Looking at you, Hearn. Don't give him ideas. And so after about a half hour of whacking at this thing, it's broken up enough that you can push the door open.
Hey.
Half an hour
To get a door.
to get a door open.
Well, you're chopping it up
Yep.
Yeah.
and trying to pull it through the banding, and then once the banding's freed up enough, you're trying to bend that out of the way. You're doing
Yeah,
a
it's a
demolition
banded
job
door.
here.
This is a big door.
You're doing a demolition job here.
I knew I should have taken warpboard as well as stone shape.
Would the door would have just popped open.
Popped open, fallen inwards. There you go. That's how you do it.
So as he's chopping this door open, you start to see a bluish glow coming from this next area. Once the door is completely moved away and you're able to pass through the door, you see that the whole room is... You're in a room that is completely lit with a blue glow. What you see once you step into this room are 7 more doors.
Oh,
Each of them...
All made out of brass.
And
No, these are stone.
Oh,
But
okay.
each of them has some writing on them.
Uh-oh.
Well, there's 7 doors. So
Eagle
I'm not
Eye.
gonna say it.
Eagle Eye and... Who here knows Elvish?
I do, I think.
Eagle Eye.
I know Eagle Eye does.
Me, I think.
Yeah,
Hang on.
I
Yeah, I'm
do.
bound to know. I'm half elf. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep,
5, 6.
Valentino.
There you go. That's
Spelled
what's
it
on.
wrong.
Each word
Yeah.
is on one of the doors.
Say what?
That's what's on the doors. It's 7 words.
If you can read this, you're... No, that is not what it says. Oh, but each of the 7 doors has something written on it. It seems like almost all of you speak Elven. You got Lyric and Valentino. No, Kawana doesn't. Michael, do you speak Elven?
I thought I just spoke common. I didn't even pick any other languages.
Okay, so for all 6 and purposes, it looks like gibberish to you and to Kawana.
Yep.
And maybe Thodan? Does Thodan speak Elven? No.
No, he's too
He
stupid.
speaks Dwarf and Common. He's too stupid. In fact, he doesn't even call Common, he calls it human.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
That other language.
So those of you who can comprehend Elven, you see doors, each say, listen, I'm going to read to you what they say from left to right in the room.
So,
First door says, door number 1 is true, and door number 2 is true.
Hold up.
Door number 1 is true, and door number 2 is true.
Okay.
Door number 2 says, certain death lies beyond all the doors. Tell me when I can proceed.
You said that first one said door number 1 and 2 are true, correct?
Yes.
Door number 1 is true, and door number 2 is true.
Okay.
Okay. Third door.
Third door says door number 4 is true, or door number 2 is true. The fourth door says
Hold on.
no. Sorry. I'll wait till I
So-
get okay.
Door number 1 is true, and door number 2 is true. Door
Correct.
3, door number 4 is true, or door number 2 is true.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. What's 4?
No harm lies beyond any of these doors.
Okay.
The fifth door says an elf may pass freely through this door.
Okay.
Sixth door says door number 7 is true.
All right.
And the seventh door says door number 6 is true. And on the floor, as you look down, you see another inscription. One true way be there only, so be it, with the writings of Moontoe. And it's signed with the Elvish rune for M.
Will you read it again? One true way be there only.
One true way be there only, so be it, with the writings of Moontoe.
That is true.
The other thing that you notice is that all of these writings glow with a faint blue.
War is true.
Are any of us pure elves? Is anybody a pure elf?
I'm a halfling. Eagle.
Eagle Eye is a half elf. I think we got to go through door number 5,
But door number 2 says certain death lies behind all the doors. That could be true about anything.
But door number 1 said door number 1 and door number 2 were true, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but that means that it can't be. Both of them can't be right because only one door is right. Right?
Yeah, 6. They also said 7 said 6 is true. What did 6 say about door 4?
6 said door 7 is true. 7
Oh.
said door 6 is true. So 6 and 7 refer to each other.
Mm-hmm.
But door 5 says an elf may pass through freely. An elf may pass freely through this door. So is Hearn, our druid, is he an elf?
Nope, half elf.
So we're both half elf. So we're
Yeah. So we make an elf between us. So if you stand on my back, we're good.
Yeah.
The door I'm concerned about is number 3. It said number 4 is true or number 2 is true. Now, if
That sounds right.
If it could be, that means if number 2 is true, there's death behind every door.
Mm-hmm.
And that also backs up number 1 saying 1 and 2 are true. So that could be 1, 2, then 3 will ignore because it's saying 2 is true. 6 and 7 both say each other are true. I mean, they could be lying. We don't know.
Yeah.
I would like I would like Valentino to use his special eyes and look for an 8th door.
That might be the one we just came through. I'm joking.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to push the limits on that, Scott.
How many?
As you concentrate and concentrate and concentrate, you don't see anything.
Yeah.
You spend 20 minutes trying to discern something, but you don't see anything.
Lies behind all doors.
I can't see a thing.
Well, that's where your skill of blind finding comes in.
That was
Blind finding.
Well, I think the crux of it is door
All right,
3.
so we gotta
Yeah.
hold up for a minute here, you guys.
Okay.
Because I think that's the
All
most
right, so
important.
you have not violated the full limits, but you have incurred a little bit of a
Oh shit.
feeling of weakness, Valentino.
Oh.
That's what I figured. That's all right. Oh, I need to see that.
All that picking of the door, Major.
Yes,
Winded, didn't you?
That really took a lot out of me.
I hate to see it lift up something more than that. Holy crap.
Blocks I've ever picked. And I've picked a lot of blocks.
Did
But
we?
there's been a lock that I have not been unable to pick.
Did we break the door so it like fell in and collapsed on the floor, or did we just break the frame open so it like eased?
You broke
open
it
a little
open
bit?
enough on the side where the mechanism, where the swing would be, or not the swing,
Right.
but
The hinges.
not the hinges, the other side where the
Okay.
Locking side.
glass
yeah.
would be, so that you could swing it open.
Okay, I'm gonna go and look on the back, the inside of this bronze door, just in case there's another clue on there that helps us identify the 7 stone doors.
I like the way that you're thinking. And as you look at the back of the door, you don't notice anything. that would give you a clue as to what door to pick.
Okay.
No engravings, no markings, no writings.
Right.
No,
So
like
it was very clever of you to do that.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out. I think the most important door description that we've got so far is number 3, because it hinges on which one of those two is. If number 4 is true, everything behind those doors is safe for us. We're okay. But if number 2 is true, which door 1 is also telling us it is, then there's death. Doesn't necessarily mean instant death, I guess. It just means death or destruction is behind all of the doors. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't matter if there's death beyond thing. Then that makes number 5 a lie. An elf can step behind this door and be perfectly fine. Not if number 2 is true. So if number 2 is true, number 5 is a lie. It's a sort of door from whatever it's called. I can only speak the truth and I can only speak lies type thing.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So what we've got to do is figure out which one of these doors is more believable than any of the other. I think 6 and 7 cancel themselves out. They're both saying that they're true, but they're not telling you what's behind them. They're not saying anything specific. So we'll go with both them being right. So ignore 6 and 7. Door 1 saying 1 and 2 is true. That means door 1 is true. We don't need to know about that because it doesn't matter what happens to door number 1. Number 2, if it's true, then that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are all nasty critters or whatever fire behind it. If door 3 is telling the truth, then number 4 is the true one. Then there's nothing bad behind the door because it says or, so 4 or 2. So it's a catch-22. We've got to decide to either open one or not, and it doesn't really matter which one we open. Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which one.
What does 3 say again?
I agree.
3 says number 4 or number 2 is true.
I agree with that.
Either harm behind every door or no harm behind any door. That's got to be the biggest clue that we have.
There could be harm only behind one door. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that would make that one.
So
false.
is door 3 the only one that doesn't implicate itself, or implicated in anything except other than number 2 saying that there's death behind all the doors?
Well, number 2 says certain death behind all the doors. Number 4 says no harm lies behind any of the doors. So it's a case of you've got to assume or find out which ones of these doors are telling the truth. It can't be both. It can't be number 2 is everybody dies or safe. It's got to be number 2's right or number 4 is right. So it hinges on question 3, which... I mean, we're going to have to open one of these rock doors anyway. So if we open it and there's a big explosion and we all die, we know number 2 is right. But if we find there's nothing nasty behind that door, then number 4 is right. Because there's no options. There's none that say, oh, odd numbers are all deadly or even. It's just all or none.
All right, how many of us are there in this group?
But door 5 says an elf may pass freely through this door.
Correct. Yeah. But if number 2 is right, he's gonna die. He can pass through the door freely, i.e. the door might open for him, but when he gets to the other side, you know, the laser beam out of Resident Evil comes and cuts him into cubes.
Yeah.
Doesn't say he's gonna survive.
Resident Evil isn't. We're not stepping into the Resident Evil universe. I will assure you of that.
Yay.
That much. That's the clue I will give you.
The 5 could be right, because it does say an elf can step freely through the door. It doesn't say you're going to survive on the other side of it. It just said that you can go through that door freely. So I think we should try door 5, because then we haven't got to heave and
That's true.
push and struggle. I think an elf
Just
should
peek
walk
his
up
head
to
in
door.
there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the elf should just open door 5 or walk up to door 5 and have
Who's
a look.
the
If
elf?
he gets, I don't know. I thought we had an elf.
We have a half elf.
That I don't think that's going to count.
It doesn't
Is
count.
Lyric an elf?
There are no elves in the group.
Oh shit!
What's
Well,
his name?
Can't
What's
you like
his
turn
name?
yourself into an elf?
Your friend, the friendly cavalier, had an elf
Yeah.
partner.
How many
No.
are there in this group?
There are 7.
Yep.
All right. So we each pick a door, and the one who survives forms a new party.
Oh my god!
But if number 2 is right, none of us survive.
Right. So
Oh. Well,
I think pick a door. I trust Michael. He's led us.
I'm gonna
good
go
so
to the
far.
washroom real quick. You guys can figure this out.
Yeah.
Come to a consensus. I like this though. I'll be right back.
all right. I'm saying
It's
this.
it doesn't matter what door you choose, because if it's
Yeah.
based on door 2 and 4, if one of them has to be right. So if door 2 is right, we're all going to be fighting or dying on every door anyway. If number 4 is right, we can pick any door we want, and there's no harm on the other side of the door. Is that what it says? No harm lies behind any of the doors. And
But there might be one door that has harm and the others don't. You know. It's
yeah,
trying to
that's
say-
true. That is true.
That's the only thing.
But also,
So
you've got to look at
s-
how old this place is. If you're saying, we'll say 200 years old, if there's an orc behind door number 1, it's a dead orc.
Yeah. True.
It starved 190 years ago. Now, if it's undead,
Oh, that'd be just great.
Oh, that'd be fantastic, says Thoden.
yeah, that's just what we need. Open the door level, drain Thoden down to a wraith.
Yeah. Yeah.
If there's undead behind the door, they shall become my friends.
Oh,
They
oh
should
no.
kill
Michael will have a heart attack, but you know,
Michael. Kill them.
Actually, thinking outside the box, or the circular room with stones, that could be what number 2 means. It might not mean we die. It might
Yeah.
mean that behind every one of these doors there's undead, because that would literally say certain death, because they're all
Yeah.
dead already. So it could
Yeah.
be 7 guardians.
I'm back.
they'd have to be undead guardians because
They would
it's
be.
so long ago, right?
Yep, definitely. But that would also, like I said, that would explain certain death. It would
Yeah.
be true because they are technically dead, so that it's death. So grasping at apple straws here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still
I
say
think
we
we
try
should
door
just
number
choose-
5.
Okay, go with door number 5.
Oh, we don't-
It's as good
we
as
don't
any of
have
the
a
other ones.
elf.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I mean,
Oh.
we got to choose one. We got to find out
Yeah,
if 2
agreed.
or 4 is right.
Yeah. True.
So your choice is door number 5.
Yep, the one that says
Am
an
I
elf
hearing this
can
correct?
pass.
Right.
And who is the one who's going to open the door?
It'll be Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye.
As Eagle Eye, you step
'Cause
up to
Here-
the door.
Here's what we've determined, Scoot. Did you hear any of our debate back and forth?
Nope.
So, door number 2. Certain death lies behind all doors. So there's an undead creature behind every door. That's
That
true.
Yep, that could
Right.
be true.
So the first door is true, and the second door is true. So that's true,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
right? And the first door is true. So 3, either door 4 is true or door number 2 is true. Well, if there's undead behind every door, then the second half of that is true.
Yes.
And then door number 4 is true. Well, if we go to number 3, we know it's not true. No harm lies behind any of these doors. We know that's not true.
Right.
And then 5, an elf may open this one. Well, maybe a half elf who has elven tendencies can
a
pass.
half elf can open
And then
it
6 and
halfway.
7, yeah, exactly. Get half the door open.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what our thought process is.
Okay.
Just using it as a double use of the word certain death, because the only creature without traps and things, but the only creature that could be behind these doors, because of you saying, you know, at least a couple of 100 years since this door's been opened, the bronze or whatever is rusted, would be undead. So if there was an undead guardian behind each door, then that's also certain death, because they're dead. It doesn't
Okay.
necessarily mean our certain death.
Okay.
So we're
What-
going to go with number 5.
What did the floor say again?
The floor says, one true way be there only. One true way be there only. So be it with the writings of Moontoe.
Signed with the Elvish letter M, or with M, I think.
Yep.
The Elvish rune M.
Oh, rune. Okay.
One true way be there only. So be it. With the writings of
Go to
Moontoe.
door 1. Go to door 1. One true way exists. So be it. Right? 1. Be it.
One be it. That's what he sees it. Yeah. It could be read that way.
Are you guys back to the drawing board? Do you need
Yep.
some more debate time? The party to discuss amongst themselves?
I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there.
It's no more or less valid than any of our other reasoning, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter.
So that writing was on the floor. Was it in a specific area on the floor?
Just on the floor, centered amongst the doors.
All right, I'll bite the bullet and I'll go to door 1.
And you said the room was filled with a pale blue light?
Mhm.
Like
So-
So,
moonlight?
Valentino, as you go and you put your hand to push the door open, you feel this surge of electricity jolt through your body, knocking you back to the ground.
Well, that's probably not it then.
Not the right door, guys.
In a very high squeaky voice.
Valentino, you are lucky. Boom.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm out.
Your hair is standing straight up.
So that means that. Which one did he do? 1?
1.
You just pushed at door number 1.
So 2 says certain death of doors, and it says 1 and 2 is true.
Yeah, but 2 says beyond the door. It didn't say anything about the door itself.
Yeah, true.
So we've got to find which door doesn't zap something, which could be 5, because an elf can pass through it, but we don't have any elves.
Well, 4. Okay, no harm lies behind any of these doors. He just got shocked by door
Yep,
1.
on number 1. Yep. Yep.
So does that mean that you think that...
But that's the door itself. It's not beyond the door.
Right, that's what I said.
Damn.
It's we've got to choose the right door before Valentino gets fried crispy with all the electricity he's about to take.
Yeah.
The only door I'm trying.
Because I'm just going to try like one of those joke things, hair standing on end.
Your voice is a little more high-pitched now, too, Valentino.
His
Yeah.
hair's a little bit stand up on edge.
And it's a little.
Well, that means that if certain death does lie behind all the doors, that could be the door itself. That's the only true door. Right? And 4 number 2 are true. That could be true too, but see, that's just a problem now. Now we have 3 things that could be true: the 2, 3, and 4, and 5. We're not even looking at 6 and 7. I don't believe that there's no harm that lies behind any of these doors. I don't believe that.
No.
So I'd say that that's false, right there. So that
But
would
like
make.
I said, it's not necessarily behind the doors now. We've got to figure out which door we have to take. And we've got 6 left to do it.
So that means that 2 and 3 are the ones that we're looking at now. Because we know that's true.
You know,
Probably.
we don't have an elf that can open the door by touching it. So.
But it doesn't say anything about what goes. We can't even test that door because we don't even have an elf to test it.
No, because if we had an elf, they might be able to not get shocked, and then the door would open, and that would be the right way to go.
The only way that we would know is either 2 and 3. That's it. Because door number 4 is...
Do you care if Eagle Eye tries to open door number 5?
Go ahead. But Michael takes
Eagle
a step
Eye, is
out
that
of
what
the
you're
room
doing?
just in case.
Eagle Eye's going to try to open door number 5.
Eagle Eye, as you push the door, it swings open.
Holy shit. Oh, but does he walk through it?
Come on, let's try this door.
Oh.
What you see is a narrow hallway penetrating deeper into the darkness.
Do you want to try to open any more before we explore one, or do you want to try to open them all?
Well, the floor said 1 door.
Yeah.
I would say go with 5.
Okay.
Doesn't necessarily mean that like 2 or 3 or 4 aren't right. That there's nasty things ahead of us, but we chose the right door. Eagle Eye got the right door.
Do we want to go,
be
guys?
the one to walk through it first?
Yeah, I mean, who's walking through?
Going last.
What? You're going last?
Eagle Eye will take the lead. Is it a well-lit tunnel, dark tunnel? He's going to hide in shadows and creep forward.
It's a narrow hallway penetrating deeper into the darkness.
Okay.
So dark. And as you step through, nothing happens.
Let's go, Michael. Follow Eagle Eye.
Michael, are you stepping through?
Michael's like, I know I'm not an elf, so this is very weird indeed. No. He takes he looks all wary. He's like, I'm wearing old metal, and it gave that little guy a shock of his life.
That's definitely gonna hurt if it goes on him.
Yeah. Michael takes one step through the door with his foot onto the other side.
Poof, Michael, you're now an elf.
Nothing happens.
Oh, well, look at that. It appears as though I'm an elf.
He says, leaning on the wall.
Yeah.
I'll go after Michael.
Nothing happens.
This
Odin will
freaking
go.
And then Bell.
Yeah,
And the whole
don't
party
forget Cornet.
passes through.
Yeah.
And you have a revelation. It said an elf may pass freely through. It didn't say only an elf may pass freely through.
Oh, what the hell?
Interesting.
Well, good thing we didn't try any other doors, like door number 1.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so, cautiously, you continue your descent. As this about 150 feet further down into this tunnel, the slope begins to get much steeper. And you start to see that moss and lichen is growing on the pathway down.
Getting damper.
Getting damper, and you're starting to see signs of moss and lichen.
I'm liking this.
Yeah, any of the using Eagle Eye's herbalism, is there any of this moss that's valuable for our repertoire? If it is, I'll
Doesn't
collect
look like anything spectacular. It's like just moss. Nothing that
You
would
can still
be
make good tea out
lucrative.
of it.
I mean, it's definitely useful.
Okay.
So, as you see this, what are you guys gonna do?
Well, we can't stop in the corridor. I guess we just got to keep going, if that's okay with Eagle Eye.
Yep.
And Michael. I'll keep an eye on the moss if you want. I don't. Well, I do have herbalism, but that's not. Yeah, I do have herbalism, but I know what all these mosses are, what types they are.
So, as you proceed to walk down the hallway, the corridor, I need dexterity rolls from everybody.
Getting slippery. The moss.
Dodan, as you step, you're like, oh my gosh, this is slick. Eagle Eye, you almost lose footing, but are managed to get it, and you stop in place.
Michael's taking them all down with him.
Get up!
I gotta roll for Kalana and for...
So is this like different? I guess it's like slimy terrain type thing.
Oh yeah. Every single one of you
It's beginning to slip.
managed to not slip and fall on your ass.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Great.
Except for Thoden, who rolls down like a bowling ball, and takes out the whole crew. Ah!
It's happened before.
Dude, I am
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I am legitimately shocked. With
Yeah, with the
guys
10 dex.
you guys
Yeah.
got a break because of the doors rolls that nobody can succeed on. Everybody
No, we're
was
okay. As we're going down more cautiously, step by step, make sure that we're not, because you said it was getting slightly damper, the moss under feet is getting wetter. So I want to make sure that Eagle Eye or Micah who are in front of me aren't going to step into something like green slime or yellow mold on the walls or something. Because I have perfect plant identification as a druid. So if it looks like there's something like a slime or a mold that's harmful, I'm going to say stop. To let Eagle Eye know, no, don't put your foot down because you ain't going to get it back if you do.
oh God.
very good.
Yep.
So you guys
Green
travel
slime
about
is-
another 30 feet down, not seeing any of the things that you're looking for. Hearn.
Okay.
Where you come to the tunnel dipping into the water and continuing. You can't tell for how far or what, but you definitely tunnel goes underwater.
And there's no other ways out of the cave. Just the underwater tunnel.
Oh my god.
Just one singular tunnel, and
Okay.
it goes straight into water.
Oh no.
Oh. Great.
And here I don't have an elixir of water breathing.
What you do
How
notice
deep
is
is-
that
how
this
deep is the water?
This water is still and scummy. You can't tell
How do we even see it?
by looking at it. Probably have to go in to figure out the depth of the water, I would surmise, because it is still and scummy, not clear at all.
Do we have a 10-foot pole handy? You know, is somebody
I don't
got,
think
like,
anybody has a 10-foot pole.
I don't have a 10-foot pole.
No, nor me. I mean, I was just wondering if any of the group had
So-
one.
Hearn, you've got a quarterstaff, and Thoden's got his staff of curing, which I'd rather not go poking
Yeah.
into the muck.
Do we have a spare quarterstaff or anything like that? Anything that we can use? I'm just gonna look on the party sheet to see if there's anything.
Yeah, you have a quarterstaff, and I have a staff of curing.
So we don't have anything else.
Not that I
Yeah.
can tell.
Hold on. I'm going to off my potion of healing.
You're gonna drink your potion of healing?
Yes.
He's gonna quaff it.
You
He
got-
said. I love it.
Waffle.
Quaff it. How? What do I use to quaff it? Just double click it, or?
Did you get hurt? I have curing spells.
Yeah, I did. I took 6 points from that door.
Oh, don't drink your potion.
Okay.
I have a cure light spell I can cast on you. I didn't know you. I didn't see that come up in the chat thing.
No, it didn't. It wouldn't. It didn't.
You'll see that
It was a
status
manual
light.
Yeah, don't drink a potion.
All right.
Drink-
So once you hit me with that cure, I'm going to quaff my potion of water breathing
Oh.
and go
Very
investigate the water.
Be careful.
Yeah. Somebody, I will tie a 50-foot rope around my waist.
Okay.
and
We
go
should-
for-
Levi,
But
go
you-
lay down.
But you might drink a potion of water breathing, and it might be 18 inches deep.
Well, yeah. I mean, once it gets.
Well, he is only a hobbit, so 18 inches for him is probably like neck height.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally get it. But let's use our staff. Let's poke. Let's try to determine
Yeah.
how deep this water is before we consume any
And
magic.
also, there might be something in it. Like I said, if there is a harmful mold or slime of some description, like the things living in the moat where we met,
Piranha.
Or
That
like some
that
some big
ripper
fish.
mold. Yeah, anything. Well, no, I don't think a piranha would still be in there. There'd be nothing for it to eat apart from itself. But I'm more thinking about like those gripper or razor shrubs that were in the water outside that tomb. If you can't see them and you dive in there thinking to go swimming, you're going to get cut to
What?
shreds.
Why
If
did
there's
it do?
green
Did
slime,
you cast 2 on him?
I double clicked it by accident, so the second die roll doesn't matter.
if you want, I'll.
Or you
I'll
didn't
go and
actually
a look
have
around.
him targeted?
I can't. I don't know how to target him when it's not like.
Control click on the party sheet or on the combat tracker. Get out and
Control.
toss the dice over on him.
Oh, there we go.
Go.
And I can do one more later.
Did
Okay.
you want me to go and have a look around, see how deep the water is?
Yeah, let's do that.
You can poke around.
Start slowly moving down the slime-covered water until I'm literally moving slowly, but I'm going using my quarterstaff as a staff, not a weapon. Thinking just in front of me to see if there's a drop off, and then if the water goes above neck height, I will take a small breath of air and then just look under the water. I know my infravision's not going to be that good, but it'll still give me an idea if it's a dark opening in front of me, i.e. the corridor continues. That's all I'm trying to look for.
So
movement,
you're
this
going
scum
to
outward.
step into the water. Yes?
Yep.
As you go to step, describe to me exactly what you're doing. This is
Use the
really,
staff
really
to move.
important.
Using the staff to move the scum and stuff off the surface of the water, and then broaden it as a staff rather than a weapon. You know, like a walking stick, on either side, just to make sure that I'm not going to stand in green slime that's on the bottom of the thing, because my staff will go from being, 6 feet tall to 5 feet tall in a matter of seconds. I'm looking, moving the scum out of the way to get a better idea of.
Well, it's not just scum. The water is murky. You're not going to be able to clear the murk in the water.
Does it look like it's been without entering it too? I mean, we're already ankle deep in water anyway. Does it look like it's murky all the time? Or does it look like, i.e., is there swirls in the water? Like
it's murky all the time. It's murky water.
It's muddy water, basically.
Yes. You ascertain by looking at it that you're not going to be able to clear the water, clear the top of the water to be able to see through the water.
But the scum, the stuff on the top is just like algae and stuff growing naturally. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Too grubby to see.
Yep. So, with that information, what exactly are you doing?
I'll look at Eagle Eye. Do you want me to go in?
Yeah, we got to use your staff, poke in front of yourself.
I am. I still can't see anything. The water's I'm gonna end up going down. The water's gonna go above my head, and I'm still not gonna be able to see anything. Give me 10 seconds, a minute.
So Scoot,
Yes.
how about Eagle Eye in a sideways stance? Goes to the edge of the water, and then is leading with his left foot, slides his left foot 8 inches into the water. Slides his right foot 8 inches, slides his left foot 8 more inches. He's gonna go until it gets, mid-thigh.
Oh, you're definitely at mid-thigh at this point.
How far in did I get? And can I see
5
the other
feet.
side? 5 feet in, it's mid-thigh.
Oh no, you can see that the tunnel goes underwater. There's no question
so the
as
water's
to whether or
touching
not
the roof.
there's no question of this is that if you continue and if the tunnel stays the exact same height, the entire tunnel goes completely underwater.
How far?
20 feet.
You have to look. Oh shit. 20 feet.
You figure that about 15 feet from where you are now, the tunnel is completely underwater.
Okay.
And unless the tunnel flattens out,
Or goes up.
well, no, I'm saying unless the tunnel flattens out, then you're assuming that the whole tunnel goes completely underwater, and it isn't just like this is a dead end that comes to a taper.
Which makes sense if you think about, 200-300 years of nobody being in here. This water is gradually built up. So looking at Eagle Eye and The shaman. The question still stands: do you want me to go in there?
Well, yeah,
Well,
can you turn
Eagle Eye,
into a fish?
you are
Yeah.
about you're thigh high in water.
Yeah. And
Thigh, not. I was thinking calf. Okay, so you're 10 feet. You're about 10 feet down and being thigh high.
Oh shit.
So there's about 10 feet in front of you before it completely submerges. So you're like underwater.
yeah.
It definitely goes underwater. There's no mistaking it.
Well, we could tie a little rope around him and see how far he goes. If he goes limp, we just pull him right back.
Yeah.
I got the wrong
Yeah,
sounds for this right now.
All right, so is that what we're gonna do? Am I going to quaff the potion and
Yeah, see how far you can go.
yeah?
Okay.
All right.
So that is
So-
what you do.
Yeah.
know.
So I
Tie
feel,
a rope around him.
yeah. So I feel like on the light.
Valentino, wait, because even though you can
Yeah.
breathe underwater, you can't see underwater.
Oh, I mean, I don't know what does infravision do.
Nothing.
Nothing?
You're in water.
Infravision is like sensing heat sources.
Heat sources.
Yep.
Okay.
You might pick up the odd fish, but you're not going to be able to see crap.
Well, you're not going to see crap because it's murky
I'll-
anyway.
Well, that's what I meant. It's so murky. That's what I was trying to figure out is how bad it is. But it's literally like a pool of muddy water. So unless there's a big heat source, you aren't going to see. You won't even see the caves because the water itself is going to be cold. So you're just going to see black.
I'll keep my I'll hug the right side of the wall. I'll keep the wall on my right side as I go swimming.
Okay. So is this what you're doing?
Yes.
Okie doke. So you quaff this potion and you begin your descent. Soon you find that the water is over your head and you continue for what you think is perhaps another 20 feet. You find yourself completely underwater and you find that all of a sudden the tunnel tapers out flat as you continue to move forward. Make it about another 20 feet and it starts to go up.
Oh boy.
Okay.
After another,
That's gonna be a good swim.
After another 10 feet, your head's above water and you see that this now tunnel goes up.
Okay.
So you figure that
Cool.
you've
Swim about
were
50
underwater
feet.
for about
Yeah, about
25,
50 feet.
30 feet.
Yeah, because
You were underwater for about 25 to 30 feet.
Okay.
Oh god.
All right. Yeah. So.
And
I
it took you to navigate that like maybe I mean you were going slow and being very cautious, so it took you maybe a couple minutes.
All right. So who was holding on to the rope on the other end?
Michael.
All right. So I tell everybody, I yell. I don't know if anybody can hear me. Like hello, hello. See if they can hear me.
No, they can't hear you through the water.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. You
Michael says to the party.
this potion
The
of
rope is
water
stopped.
breathing. Going to apply it. Luckily, it only takes. You have two quaffs of it.
Okay.
But you can breathe in water for 64 rounds.
Okay.
That's like 640 minutes.
How long did that take me to make
About
the
a
trip?
minute. A minute.
About okay.
About a minute. Yeah.
Can I go back and tell them?
If you want,
How-
of course.
Yeah, I'll go back and tell them how far it is. Tell them, it takes about a minute. If you can hold your breath for a minute, we'll be all right. Or I can give, somebody. I mean, another. I don't know if they could do shots of a potion.
I think most people can hold their
What?
breath for a minute.
I'm in full armor,
Now,
so I'm gonna be like
a
under there
potion
for a
is
while.
a potion is not that big. A potion is a
Yeah.
very small vial. Like they're small. They're not like
Yeah, like
EverQuest
2 liquid
potion
ounces,
vial.
something like that. Yeah. Or you
A,
like
a
pint
quaff
worth
of a
healing.
potion is about a shot.
Yep.
Okay.
So, no, everybody can't take a shot of the potion.
All right. So I just tell everybody, how.
So you
know,
come
my-
back. It takes you another
Yeah.
minute to. Actually, it's even quicker to get back.
Okay.
So you get back and you're like, you're back with your head above the water.
Yeah. And I just don't come all the way back, and I just tell them, look, it's about a minute the other way, and the water, you come back up above water. The corridor continues on.
All right.
And I go back the other way.
Okay.
All right. So does the whole party follow?
Yep.
And none of you have any problem holding your breath long enough to navigate this.
Even somebody in full plate mail.
Plate mail doesn't affect how long you can hold your breath.
I don't know, walking underwater for a while. Yeah.
It's going to take you a little longer, but
Okay.
and you're going to need to oil your armor one day.
Yeah.
Trust me, if you've ever smelled Kawana fart, you can hold your breath longer than it takes to get through this.
Oh, yeah.
And so you guys get to the point on the other side where you're all heads above water, but you do notice that the slope up is a lot steeper than what you guys came down on the other side. And you can tell by looking at what's ahead of you with you guys have that lantern, a magical lantern, that it is a lot more lichen covering.
I'm
the
not
floor.
liking this one.
All right, maybe we should rope up into each other.
Yes, that's
And,
like a good idea.
Go very slow. Do we buy those spikes for our boots?
Crampons?
Yeah.
Did anybody buy crampons?
I did. I've got one set, which I don't.
Do you really?
Hearn's got a
Oh
set.
my
Hearn has a
God.
set of crampons.
Have a look. On my character.
Unbelievable.
It's been
Hearn,
there
you
since
should let Thoden use those.
that I've had them since before I started the adventure. They were actually part of my original equipment on a boat.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yep.
But is that equipment
Crampon.
with you, or is it back on your
Yeah,
horse?
No, they're on. No, the crampons are on me.
It
They're.
says carried by Hearn.
Yep.
Uh-huh. That's funny.
I've got all the stuff that's on my horse, and then I've got the crampons because they
Wearing-
only
you're
weigh.
it says you're wearing them. You're walking around with crampons.
Well, no, I'm wearing.
I
As
know.
in, that's how you put it on there. I didn't know how to say carrying them. I don't know how to change it, so
Well, you
They're
would have
carrying.
it in.
I'll just change it
To-
to C. I think.
No.
There you
Nope.
go. carrying.
2
Uh,
got backpack.
Yep. So I've got. Oh, there you go. Yep, they're on the outside because
Doggone it.
they're
Why is it's just
spiky.
backpack? Why is backpack not?
I don't know. It should be.
Where
There
is
you
my
go.
bag?
Yeah, they're on the outside because I know they're
there
spiky
it is.
bottoms that you attach to your booties, so I don't want them. You know.
Well, yours would have to be
yeah.
cloven hoofed capable, right?
No, my feet.
You don't
my
have
feet are
cloven
normal.
feet. Your
No,
feet-
I just not yet.
I'm teasing.
Maybe when I get to like level 12, I might have cloven feet. I don't know how far this thing's gonna go. I will give the crampons to Thoden. There you go. So if you would like to take them off my character sheet and give them, because it's literally a gift, I don't need them. Thoden can have them, and I'll show them how they work. Attach them to your boot, adjust the straps so they fit your feet, and they're like small spikes that'll help you. You know, make sure you got a good footing, and they'll help you.
They're really good for walking on ice, where you got something
Yes,
to bite
definitely.
into with them.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And if you want, I'll lead the climb. I'll go up and secure a rope to something if you need me to.
There you go.
So how do I put the crampons into the party sheet?
Don't worry about it. We can mind this. We don't need to.
Yeah.
We don't need.
Okay.
We don't need to move stuff around.
Okay.
Everyone's trying to make sure the bowling ball doesn't succeed in knocking down all the pins.
Yeah, killing everybody or himself. That would be the last thing. Down, straight into the water, drowns because he can't get up.
So, Hearn, you're going to attempt to go up.
I'm going to take my boots off, put them on around my backpack, and I'm going to walk up their thing using the powers of the cloak because the spider can climb anything. I'll just walk up the thing slowly, still using hands and feet, just because I know it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But I'm going to gradually go up, and then do we have any iron spikes? Or pitons? Oh yeah, we do, don't we? We have 10. I will use the pitons if I think I need to, because I know how to use them now. I was shown how to use them. I will put them like every 30 feet, attach the rope through the eye, move up another 20 odd feet, wait to take the weight of the rope till the first person that's following me gets to that piton where they then become the anchor, and I can then move up and put another one. So yes, it's going to take time because I'm going slowly, but I will go barefoot, barehanded, and climb slowly up this lichen covered stone. Does the lichen cover the ceiling as well?
No, it's just on the floor.
Oh, I'll
on the
climb this.
The bottom of the tunnel.
I'll climb the ceiling, and then every 30 feet I'll climb down the side of the wall, find a nick if I can, use the little hammer like he told me.
Are you carrying the lantern taking the lantern with you?
No. They need it.
All right, so you're going to get to a point where you can't see because it'll be pitch black.
Yep, and that'll be where I stop. I will literally secure myself to the wall and then gradually pull whoever's coming up second.
Okay. So you you make your way up about 30 feet, and you're close to the edge of the light.
Right.
And
That'll
you
stop.
are going to survey a place that you could place a piton. Yes.
Yep, if there is one. If not, then I'm just going to have to take the weight of the rope myself.
You see no So you were shown essentially what to look for, and you don't see any kinds of cracks.
Because
that you
I've
could
just
wedge
remembered
a
that
piton
this looks,
into.
because it's man-made.
It's smooth. It's very smooth.
I think you use pass wall or whatever I do. I'll see if I can just brace myself against the wall and see whoever's going to come up next. I mean, hopefully it's not that steep. I'm just giving them a little bit of rope for balance so they can hold on to something. But whoever's coming up next better bring some light because it's dark up here.
So who's
It's
going
spooky.
up? Who's going to try to walk up their way up the rope?
I'll try next.
And how are you going to carry the lantern?
In my teeth.
Set fire to himself.
Yeah.
Oh, good. We have some fire.
It's a magical lantern, but
Still a lantern. Still got to be able to hold it.
still a lantern. And it's got some weight to it. You're gonna likely need to have both hands to pull yourself up the
Hold
rope.
the rope.
Yeah, even with my climb walls, right?
It'll be easier for you because of your climb walls, for sure. But
Okay.
you will still need the use of both hands.
Yeah. Can I put? I have. All right. Here. How far do I have to climb?
30 feet to get to me, and then if you've got light, then I can go another 30 feet. You can stay there and bring the second person up, and we'll do it like every 30 feet.
All right. How about will you and I both fly up as high as we can, and then drop a rope down for everyone else?
I can climb all the way to the thing. I just can't see very well.
I
Is
could
it-
fly and hold the lantern.
Oh, you said climb or fly?
Fly.
I don't fly. Well, I can.
Yeah. I don't either, but I can.
I mean, I'll end up letting go of the rope if I'm flying. There'll be a shit ton of gear falling down the freaking tunnel.
All right, so I can fly and hold the rope and the lantern. No.
I don't know. I don't know how you can fly.
Yeah, I can.
So Valentino, if you
Yes.
fly, you're not going to need to hold the rope.
Well, for everybody else.
Yeah, we only need
Oh,
you to bring the
so-
light, dude.
Yeah, all I need to get is the light to where I am, where you're going to stay until the next person comes up. Then I'll be 30 feet ahead again. I'll be at the 60-foot mark. And then I'll be able to see okay because the lantern will only be 30 feet from me. Then when that second person, we'll say Michael gets to where you are at 30 feet, you'll climb, dance up to 60 feet where I am, and then the light and the rope are getting further and further up, so we
Yeah,
should be
all right,
able
we'll
to
do
be
it.
okay.
Yeah, we'll do it like that.
Okay, so go ahead and use up that.
Yeah. Do I use it?
So you go to powers on your actions tab, and you click the cogwheel. Make sure you have yourself selected and select the effect, and that will deplete that entirely.
How do I select myself?
You're already self-selected, so you would control click yourself on the combat tracker, but it's already
Oh,
you have already
Valentino
got
is
yourself
like a
selected.
friggin' brewery. He's got water breathing, flying.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have flying anymore.
Yeah.
No. All right, so when he
Fly.
gets up to where I am, holding the lantern,
I'll fly it for you. There you go.
yep, I'll go up to the neck to 60 feet using the walls and the ceiling, and then
So
I guess
slow
Michael.
up. Valentino flies up to you with the lantern. Okay.
Right.
So now he is at your level with the lantern.
Okay. Do you want to fly
So
30
the
feet
details
ahead?
here are going to be important.
All right. Do
So
you
let's
want
not
to go?
move too fast yet.
Right. Do you want to fly with the rope 30 feet up the thing with the lantern, because then I can see you because I
Yeah.
can see the lantern in front of me.
Yep.
And then and that way we've got rope.
All right, so
Hopefully
Valentino, as you go to fly 30 feet up, you notice that you can't fly 30 feet up. In fact, you can only fly about 20 feet up, and as you fly up to that 20 feet, you see that the tunnel flattens out.
Okay.
Nice, it's even better.
Yes.
So now we can drop the rope from where you are all the way down to where the party is, because it's a regular 60 feet of rope, and they can gradually make themselves up, because I'll get up with Valentino. We can use both our strengths to get them up one at a time.
Yeah.
And your strengths are
I'll use my
9.
potion of strength.
weak.
My potion of storm giant strength
Oh.
that I wish I had.
I was going to say, you just penciled that one in.
Yeah, potion of hill giant strength. No, scrub it out. Storm giant strength.
All right, so you guys set yourself up with a little base station. Hearn, you're probably going to be the anchor point because of your
Spider climb loop.
your
feet.
your cloak of arachnid.
Yep.
You have a pretty solid grasp on there, and though there's many fumbles and slipping as the rest of the party makes their ascent to the top of this
Good
tunnel.
job.
You guys all, after about a half hour, find yourselves standing in another tunnel that just continues straight as far
How's
as
the
you can
lighting
see.
looking? Like less? Did it
There's
decrease?
no
quite a
lichen
lot?
up on this, up in the
Oh,
in this
nice.
upper portion. The slippery lichen
That's
is no longer.
I'll put my
prevent-
shoes and gloves back
The
on.
slippery
freaking
lichen will
cold.
no longer present itself as an issue.
Well, that sucks.
And so
All right,
you
coil
continue
up the
down
rope.
this tunnel.
Yep. Put my shoes and gloves back on because it's freezing.
Who's leading?
Hearn?
I thought
Hearn's
Eagle Eye
leading?
was in charge.
Oh, yeah.
Eagle Eye's the ranger. He tracks. I go behind. No, and then it's Michael. It'll be Eagle Eye, Michael, Hearn, and then whoever it was the last time.
Okay.
Sure. Eli wants to remind you that we're not outside in the forest or the woods.
Thank you.
that this is really not his forte, and that he'd probably recommend somebody like Valentino take the lead. But
Yep,
you know,
Valentino
that's
would be
okay.
a good choice.
Yeah,
But
I'll take.
he needs to get a brush on that hair of his. He looks like a hedgehog.
Yeah, it still smells like burning hair.
Yep, now it's all wet, slick, and burning. So it's wet, burnt hair.
Yes, lovely.
You think you have it bad though? Every couple of feet, I bang my freaking horns on the side of the wall.
Oh,
And
yes.
it ain't funny.
Yeah, you're actually having to walk at a crouch.
Yep, I know. I gathered that, and I've got
And
friggin'
this
old
is not
trees
this
stuck
is
to
not
them.
going to be good on your back.
I'll be all right.
As
fine.
you age, we're going to have to give you back problems. You know, in the next 40 years.
Oh, that'd be all right. I'm not
You're
worried.
going to
Your
want to
lower
live
back
next
is
to a
gonna-
hot spring.
Yeah. If you live 40 years. Anyway,
If I live 40
so
years,
you guys, Valentino, you bravely lead the party,
good job there.
cautiously walking through this tunnel as it twists and turns. For about, you'd figure at this point you've moved about 100 feet when the tunnel ends at an old wooden door, which is bound with tarnished brass. You notice
Here we
that
go
there's
again.
another rusted padlock on the door.
Here we go again.
Yeah. My
It looks
back's
very
going out, Your
familiar.
hands are going to be.
Aside from it not being beaten. to death.
Okay. Well, that's good. It scared me for a minute. I thought it was the same one.
Yeah, that would
And
be
with
terrible.
that-
Just keep coming into the same room.
Yeah.
There's 7 friggin' doors, and the middle one's open. What the?
Yeah. So,
Well, technically,
Bear
8
with me a
doors.
minute here.
assuming the lock is rusted, but I could pick it, but that would waste time. So I just think Hearn turn into an owl bear or something and knock it down.
This isn't D&D, dude. I can't change into owls. This is real life. I can change into an owl or a bear. Not an owl bear. Not yet.
Okay.
Eventually, maybe I can change into other
Right,
things. I
and
don't
here
know.
you guys go.
Ooh,
Oh,
map.
oh, okay.
That's a big ass map.
And it just got real.
Uh-oh.
Oh snap!
How far from the water's edge did that go up, Scoot? The road?
So you guys ascended about 50 feet up, and then
50 feet? Okay.
and I'd say probably 20 feet over 50 feet. Who opened the door?
I did, but accidentally.
You are now roll 2d6. You are singed a little more.
Roll 6 die 6.
I was no.
A fireball erupts as you open this door,
Oh,
killing everybody in the party. I'm kidding.
no!
I was just trying to screen, and I was like, wait.
I get it. I gotta lock all doors on you guys.
And we
Okay. Anyway, so wipe from your memory banks what you may have seen.
I didn't see anything except an image of a door surrounded by a purple.
Except the archmage, the 2 liches, the big pile of treasure, but nothing that's important.
Nothing that's important.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
All right. So are there 1 door or 2 doors?
one big O door.
Yeah,
Bear with
so,
me a minute here, real quick, guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead and talk. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourself what you guys are going to do.
Yes. So yeah, I'm telling her, I assume it's locked again, and it's a rusting lock. I could pick it, but it'll take like a really long time, and my fingers are still sore from the last time, so I don't think I'll be, it'll maybe take a little longer. I would be able to do it, but probably take much longer, again, because there's no lock that I can't unlock. So, yeah, but if we knock it down, it would save us a lot more time, maybe only 25 minutes. Depending on how well the last one went. So, Hearn, I don't know if you could turn into anything big and strong that you want to knock down the door with.
Not particularly. I'd rather open the door quietly and not alert anything that was behind that door.
Well, there's that too.
There's that too.
But it probably
a halfling thief trying to get out of doing halfling thief things.
Yeah,
love
right.
it
It's like
and
the
approve.
party rogue. The party rogue is like, but my hand is sore and I can't pick this up. So what good are you then, thief? We can use you. I guess me and Koana could use you as a battering ram.
No, I
Kawana smiles at the thought.
I knew the shame would be like,
I like.
Hobbit battering ram.
He talks.
Dodan would
batter.
probably make a better battering ram because he's much more armored and.
Yes, like Ram Man.
Yeah.
Picking up. Ram Man, would you like to ram the door?
No, let's pick it and open it quietly.
Yep, I would say pick it and open it quietly. If we.
All right.
Check for traps.
Blow
Pick
on
it
my
and open it quietly. I mean, shit, it might be unlocked.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't think they're expecting us to go swimming through 50 feet of water, climb a 50-foot verdigris covered cliff, come all this way down. You get zapped by the door.
Scott, has it been enough time past where I can use my special eyes?
Yeah.
I will use my special eyes and look at the door, around the door, look at the lock. See if there's any thing that looks like a trap or...
You don't notice any traps at all.
Okay, so I will approach the door and to go through the pantomime of picking a lock. And
Give me find traps at minus 10%.
just a pantomime. I'm not actually doing it. And
no, but still pantomiming.
okay.
Find traps at negative 10% because you're pantomiming. This is for my entertainment.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll see.
You are convincing to those around you.
There's no traps, guys. And we'll now see if it's locked.
It's definitely locked.
Okay. So I make a big gesture to blow on my fingertips.
Oh no, it's gonna be out for the count.
Press my finger and proceed to pick the lock.
Give me a lockpick.
Oh wait, sorry, that was the wrong one.
No luck.
No luck?
No luck at all. In fact, as you're doing this, you realize that you're not going to be able to pick this lock. It's as you keep tinkering and toying with it and messing with it, you realize that it is actually damaged and can't be picked.
Okay. All right,
So
guys. Good news.
Finally found a lock you can't open.
Good news and bad news.
Good news is there's no traps on the door. And the bad news is I can't pick the lock because somebody broke it. And it wasn't me.
Oh, that was my first guess right there.
Yeah, that he broke it. Yeah.
He broke it trying to not have to pick it.
It looked perfectly fine before I saw it.
And now it's all gunned up as a
If
tool
anyone-
jammed in the lock.
If anyone could have picked this lock, it would have been me. But even I can't pick a broken lock.
Better sit in the corner. Probably out of breath, Arj.
How do you turn the face of your token to face a different way? Is it like control and
Control
move, or...
mouse. Control middle mouse or scroll wheel.
Oh.
Ah.
Look at him just spinning it around.
Yep.
What is he doing?
Drying my horns off. I still got algae and freaking dead leaves hanging from them.
Much detritus.
So, yep. So, I'm glad my horns eventually snap off like every year or whatever it is, and then they grow back again. So we have a thief that can't pick the lock.
The good news is it could be kicked down.
Do your feet hurt as much as your fingers?
The halflings are not proficient at breaking down doors. as a deer kicking it down, or a deer turning into a bear and knocking it down, or
I
something.
could turn into a bear, but I don't see many bears knocking doors down generally. I mean, I could change into a mouse and kick the door.
Try
That
that.
would work.
I don't know how
What
well
the
that's going to
hell
work out
is he
for
trying
you.
to do? Can't he go under the door as a mouse?
I don't think there's any gaps or anything. So. But it's not trapped, and it is locked, so we are going to have to resort to Mr. Shaman doing what he does best and chopping the crap out of the opposite side of the hinges again.
There we go.
Kawana. While I wring out some of this water out of my clothing and stuff. And
This one is going to require attack rolls.
Oh.
So Kawana looks at you and says, "Don't you want to try and barge it down first?"
Hell yeah, let's do it. Come on. You first. Put your head into it.
Not to get all uppity, but this is what I said to do the first time.
Put your head into
You ain't lying. And so Kawana
Dang.
Oh.
tries to
Michael
barge
says,
the door down. It does not.
Stand back. Let me show you how a real man.
here we go. Rolls a 20, breaks his leg.
That was Eagle Eye Scoot. Put him in whatever order you want.
All right, here it goes. Stands. He rushes at the door. Boom.
Good job.
Michael, you bust the door in, but then realize the lock needs to be broken off.
Oh, for crying out loud.
So we could have just pushed the door open. But it looks good. You charging and
go.
breaking the door. Blame
Damn
the
right.
hobby. He said it was locked.
He told me to do it.
Yeah, he did. He said use your head, and it was locked, and nobody could pick it.
Oh, do we see anything on the other side, or what?
It's a closet.
Oh, it's a freaking closet.
A
God damn.
A little 5x5 closet with you went the wrong door on the far wall, like, oh bollocks.
As you barge the door open, what you see in front of you,
Hey, that's a modern looking set of couches right
you
there.
see what appears to be a small apartment. You see surrounding the room globes of light. Though the light seems to have faded a bit with time. It's
Gooch
still
has just
bright
invented the
enough.
not
It's
quite
still bright
continual
enough
light.
in order to light up the entirety of the room.
Wow.
Oh.
It appears to be that this was likely a sitting room. There are bookshelves surrounding the entire room and some ramshackle furniture. The other thing that you do notice is that it appears that there are two other doors in this room. As you step into the room, you immediately notice that you are not alone. For in the room appears to be what looks like a scarecrow.
Does anybody have a brain?
Not a spare one. Nope.
Where in the room is it?
In the middle of the room,
looking in your
Yes.
direction.
Oh god.
All right, so marching order through the door.
Ah,
Well, Michael's already gone
yeah,
through the door.
I'm already
Yeah.
through the door pretty much. I guess. Well,
Michael
look at
would
me out there.
be right there.
It's like, looks as though we have company, boys. And then, and ladies.
And I would assume that Valentino is probably back here. I don't know where everybody else. Kawana would be closer up because Kawana tried to barge the door.
I'm going to be like here when you let me move over there. Yep.
And so at this point, I need initiative
Boy.
and intention.
Well, Michael's thinking about, he just wants to hit that scarecrow at this point, but he's probably gonna go up and try to hit it. He's gonna do initiative there. Ka-chow.
You need to. So
In the tower.
no. You'll roll your initiative based on the weapon that you're going to use.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. No, don't worry. It's not a big deal. So on your character sheet, under your weapons,
I see it. Yeah.
actions. So click the yellow box, which is the initiative
Gotcha.
for the weapon you're using.
My bad.
So yours you don't need to re-roll it. We'll just
Gotcha.
add the 4 to your initiative, so that makes your initiative a 7.
There we go.
And I'll just add that for you. Future knowledge.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So let's go in
Gotta
the
get used to
order
this.
of what it shows on the player list. So that would be Eagle Eye. What is your intention? And
Let me figure out where I am. I'm way in the back.
you're way in the back.
Yeah, he'll charge up and attack. So
Okay.
Eagle Eye is here. Let's go to actions. Let's go init there.
And Hearn.
Okay, I'm going to take one step to there so I can see what's going on in the room. And then my action is going to be that.
Flame Blade's a spell.
Yep.
Yeah, so you'll have to cast a spell there, but that'll be your full action and everything.
Okay.
Can't move and cast at the same round. So you'll be bringing up Flame Blade. Very good. All right. Michael, you already did. Thodan.
Where am I?
Kawana is going to.
Where is Thodan?
Thodan is.
Okay, I see him. Yeah, he's going to move in and attack.
Kawana. Yeah, just toss an initiative for what weapon you plan to use. Oh my gosh. Kawana has like 1,000 different things. And Lyric traditionally will try and be the archer. That's Eagle Eye. Where is Lyric? Valentino.
All right.
Where's Lyric?
And I want to move to probably about here. How do I move?
You're not going to move yet.
Yeah, so into the room.
You'll move once initiatives are all rolled, and then it's your guys. Need to roll her initiative.
Oh, why did that close? No, got buried. All right, so we are starting combat now.
Oh.
As the scarecrow-like creature moves in towards you, Michael.
Yep.
He gazes upon you. Let's see if this works. You feel this sensation briefly overcome you, but it dissipates as quickly as it came.
Is the whatever it is evil?
Are you going to try and detect evil?
Well, no, because well, I was just saying that because it's already in my area. It's aura of protection, or whatever. Like if it's evil, it takes like a -1 penalty to all their attack rolls and stuff like that.
Yeah, Fantasy Grounds works that out for you automatically.
Okay, cool. All right,
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Michael's gonna swing
he
his.
swings.
Yep.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. As he swings his fist at you. He misses. Now it is Michael's turn.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Did you hear a beep or like a?
I did.
Okay.
I did. Let's see. He's gonna swing his longsword, but first, let's see. Roll an attack. Target that. Did it target? Yep. And he swings his sword.
Oh, you hit him.
Ooh. This is a one-handed thing, so there we go. That was a one hand. And all right.
As you swing out at him with your sword, you hack a bit of flesh from his body.
A fleshy scarecrow.
Oh yeah. And that is the end of my turn with you.
Now, are you only? What is your number of attacks per round at your level?
Oh.
Do you know, Michael?
I do not know. Let me see. I thought it was only one, but let me see.
I don't know if you hit the point where you're at 3-2. So one on one round.
What level is he?
On the next 6. I think it's 7.
It is 7. It's still 1 around.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, it
Next
goes
level
up
you
like
get
7, and then it's 13, I think. When
Yeah.
you get 2 around.
All right. Eagle Eye.
All right. So movement of 12, that's 120. So that's 41 feet. So I should be able to move and still attack.
Mhm.
And I tried to do it so that do I get any bonuses for being behind him?
You'd have to be right there. Well, you would get a flank on this
this point right there. And if you were there, but you have to be on top of the chair, so you get a +1 there.
All right, I'll take the +1.
Because you have a flank on him.
Nice. That ain't gonna work.
Oh, hit.
All right.
What do you mean?
That hit?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it. Take that too. Hey, that should only be +1. That should only be 8. Good. I clicked the +1 for my short sword because I thought I missed. So that should be 8 damage.
Okay. Thank you.
Give him 1 back.
Perfect. All right.
Okay.
Puts Kawana up.
No. I got 1 more attack.
Oh,
bro.
that's right. You're a dual swinger.
That one misses.
The second one does not land on its mark.
Nope.
Kawana,
Why do I have a -2 with that short sword, by the way?
Because you take a penalty for your second weapon.
Yeah, I really screwed up then letting him attack with 2 long swords. Because
Yeah.
he got
I didn't
he
even
got
notice that.
got bonuses on both of his attacks, Scoot.
Spear. Oh my gosh. Kawana swings, and as per normal,
And
for
even
Kawana, he misses.
even here or not here, present or not present, the rolls are the same.
Valentino.
Hey,
We have to go back to like November, right? Or for Kawana to have actually hit something. And then before that, it was the summer.
Well, he hit something, but it was like once out of I don't know how many.
But there was some mercy being given to him because how bad it was.
Okay, so rules for ranged weapons in
Yeah.
melee means that you are going to have to you'll roll a die to determine which target you're actually going to make the attack against.
okay.
And it could be a friend. So So shooting ranged weapons into melee there's a possibility that you're going to hit your friend.
Yeah,
And
I'll
when they're
just
both the same size, it's a 50-50 chance.
Yep, I'll.
Knock on wood, we've never killed each other yet.
Yeah, but you guys have
We've
definitely
come
put
really
arrows
close.
into each other's backs.
We've come really close. That mage elf.
You
remember?
could be the first.
Yeah, the mage
No.
elf was
I'll hold.
negative something.
So what are you doing, Valentino?
I just held my action.
So delay. There's no hold
Yeah.
action.
Yeah, delay is what I meant to do.
So go ahead and click the delay button.
I already clicked the end my turn.
Oh, you don't. And if you're delaying, waiting for something else, you can delay, and that puts you at the end of the round.
Okay.
So is your intention to end your turn or delay?
Just delay until if
So-
I see.
So for future reference, on your on your character sheet under the action section, there is a delay right underneath combat. So surprise and it delay. You can delay, and that'll put you at the end of the round. I'll just manage and put your there. So now you're at the end of the round. Thodan.
Oh, sorry, I had crap out. Yeah, so Thoden can move very little. He can do that and still attack.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that's Thoden.
He can try to attack, but
He moved. He's out of breath, man.
yeah. All right. So that would put Lyric up once you end turn. Oh, Hearn's up. Sorry. You guys are faster. Hearn. Hearn.
Finish casting the spell. A 3-foot
Apply
long.
it to yourself.
It only comes from me. It's not a real sword. It's just made of fire. It's a scimitar made of fire that comes from my hand. So
It's an effect. It
yep.
should be an effect. It should apply an effect to you.
Nope.
Yeah, it does. So if you click the cogwheel by Flameblade, and you then click the effect, it'll apply Flameblade. Yep, it'll apply that, so that'll track how long it lasts. And then when you actually use it on something, you'll use one of the 2 damages depending on.
So click the purple dude.
Yep, click the purple dude. And I think if you click the cast button, it'll mark it off.
Yep. And
check it.
That's.
So
it did. No, it did. It came off as Flameblade, and then I will. Where's?
I meant check it off on your character sheet.
It is.
Okay.
It is off.
Yeah.
It took it off the spell level.
All right. So now that puts Lyric up, and Lyric, seeing that too many of her companions are in the way,
as always,
move into the room, trying to skirt the edge so as to not allow herself to come within range of getting swiped by this foul creature. Valentino.
Yeah, I'll just move to right the same way that Lyric just did.
Okay.
Go about there.
Very good. Turn. And everybody, if you're not doing the same thing that you did, just tell me what you're going to do. If you're doing exactly what you just did this last round, just roll the initiative on what you're going to do.
This freaking Flameblade is slow, but
Yeah.
well, it attacks as a scimitar, so not too bad. At least I'm proficient with it.
Same thing. Cool.
Well, that's a terrible bunch rolling for us today.
I know.
Those are good ability scores.
Don't think I could make it even worse.
I'm blaming Valentino for not opening that lock. We just got all the bad luck now.
All right, is that everybody? Perfect. Oh no. God, I have to. All right.
Yeah, you got to roll.
I'm going to
Lyric and
eventually.
thingy.
When they're not playing, I'm not running them because I've got too many other things to frickin' run. Not run 2 more characters. They're gonna guard the loot. Got to roll initiative for Kawana. And Lyric cleric is going to see the situation, still is not going to present her a shot, so she is going to just roll flat initiative and just keep an eye out for anything that might be sneaking up on the party. This is a bit much. Koana swings and misses.
Well, we can tell Koana we played him true to character.
The golem, the scarecrow-like creature turns itself towards you, Valentino.
Really?
And aims its gaze at you.
Oh, Jesus.
Though it does not have an effect upon you either.
Excellent.
Actions tab. All right, Valentino, you are up.
I'm going to come over here. How do I? Oh, there we go. And just hang out right there.
I'm getting away from this thing.
Yeah, and I'm not that thing looking at me. Creep me out. That's a creepy bastard. Oh, sorry.
Thodan. Hey, better.
Jeez.
Yeah, those are really lucky dice.
I'm like trying to help you out. I gave you the cloverleaf dice. Hearn.
I'm gonna move to, I guess, there to start with, because I still can't see what's going on, so I'm just gonna go to there.
So as
You're
you
right
try to
there.
go there, you walk right into a wall.
That's what it doesn't. That's weird because I went this
There
way.
you go.
You finally
To-
figure it out. You're blinded by your flame blade.
There you go. That's what I'm going to end up moving.
You're not
You don't
going
wanna
to
take
be
up-
able to actually get there because there's a bookshelf there. There's no room for you to fit in that area.
Good grief! I'll stay where I am then.
Okay.
Come over. How do I ping again?
Space.
Control.
Space.
Yeah, come
Hold
over.
space bar down and double click.
Come over here, Hearn, and come whack him with
guy-
that flame bane.
A guy that doesn't wear any armor. You want me to go into combat?
Oh, then why'd you cast flame
Michael.
bane?
Because if it turns or runs, presents a back to me, then I'll go in and stab it. But I'm not going in front of it.
Okay.
That's your job.
Alright, go
Michael.
to swing my longsword.
Come on, Michael.
Let's see what I got. Oh, for crying out loud.
For crying out loud is right. You're going to be crying out loud because that was a horrible, horrible swing on your part. And everybody around you is looking and thinking that you were some well-trained fighter.
If only
Clearly
he was
St.
a piece of
Cuthbert isn't
shrubbery.
smiling upon you right now.
So we have a thief that can't, a fighter or a paladin that is good sometimes, but I think the thief's cursed him.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot to give myself a +1. Will a 9 hit?
What do you mean you forgot to give yourself a +1?
He's got his back to me now, right?
Oh, no, a 9 will not hit.
Okay. And then here comes. Oh my
3
gosh.
will, though.
Yeah. It was close to a 19. It rolled off of it.
All right. foul creature turns his gaze upon you, Michael, swinging his fist.
Oh no! Oh,
Though
Got
he
lucky.
touches you, he has no effect.
holy crap!
Yeah, thank God you're holy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep your filthy mitts off of me.
Lyric's got a clear shot. She should shoot at him next time.
All right. Decisions time. What am I doing here?
Nope. Same thing. Joel.
I rolled an 11 every time.
Oh shit.
It's like Lyric's got a roll.
Yeah. Okay, that's what's the problem here. Got it. Figured it out. Okay. Lyric, where are you? Let's do Kawana roll first. Spear. And where's Lyric sheet? It's Eagle Eye. Thodan. Lyric is going to flatten it. Perfect. All right, here we go. Lyric continues to survey the area, making sure no enemies come in. Eagle Eye, you are up. Throw yourself a +1, don't forget, because you have him flanked. You're in his flanking position, I should say. And you do hit. What's your first swing?
Nice damage.
Very nice damage. And your second weapon attack is shit. Thodan.
Oh, you crumba.
And the golem. I gotta fix something on this real quick. Again, gazes at you this time, Michael.
Oh,
And still has no effect upon you.
it's just me. Is he looking at me weird?
Both. Both. It's both you and he's looking at you weird.
He's looking at you like he wants to touch.
He could touch the tip of my sword.
I think he's plucking up courage to ask if he can come work for the Lothric Lawn Maintenance Company.
No, thank you.
Or he is a scarecrow. You get extra money. You could just stick him in the middle of the field.
as he swings at you, Michael. He misses again. Valentino.
Okay, I am going to delay and wait and see if something else comes around.
Kawana with his mighty spear. Fucking hey. Kawana is cursed. Hearn.
Oh, there we go. I think I'm gonna have to swing my longsword again. Hopefully,
Get him.
take something off of him. Oh, for crying out loud!
That's okay. It takes Studden 3 rolls to get past 7.
I think Cuthbert's probably gone out to the store or something.
Yeah. Next time I'm gonna have to pray before I hit him. Let's see what happens.
Up again. All right. If I move to Infernal Lyric, I wouldn't have a clear shot at that thing, right? I still have to roll to see if I hit my frames.
Yeah, because melee isn't really the where the tokens are placed isn't really an indicator of what melee looks like. Melee's a lot of moving around and vying for position. So it's not like they're statically standing there and just swinging.
Would I be able to then move up and swing with my dagger? Or even though I check the initiative with my sling? Or just hold this time? You know what? I'll just move.
Well, you have your... So we're going to look at it this way, okay? You prepared yourself with your sling and your stone. And you're kind of standing there with your sling, kind of spinning it around, getting it prepared to be able to launch a stone. I will allow you to move in on there, but you're going to take a -3 to your attack roll.
No, what I'll do is I'll just come move up to... Where are we? Here. Here for now. And then next time I'll try to attack.
Okay. All right. Same thing. Rinse, repeat.
Rinse and repeat.
If you're not casting spells, just roll your initiative for your combat. Oh gosh, I gotta roll initiative for these two. Nope, I don't want to delay. I want to roll initiative, and I want to roll initiative. And now I want to go. Lyric is chilling. Golem is up. Golem looks to Thodan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh.
Oh. Wait, you targeted me?
That would be actually Thodan.
He looked at Thodan, but he actually went for Michael's. A little fake head fake there.
Oh. There we go. The roll was that. That still would have been a fail on your part, Thodan. Perhaps. Let's look at what your...
Oh, Michael's got to have better stats than me.
Well, yep, you failed. All right, so Michael, doggone it.
What's happening to Thodan?
Oh.
So, Thodan, as the gaze between the two of you passes and hits, you feel this overwhelming, like, fascination at the majesticness of this creature. The fiery light that's burning in its eyes is encompassing you and drawing you to look deeper and deeper into it. In fact, you can't even fathom not looking at this creature any longer. You want to just bring in all that you can see visually of this creature.
I'm in love.
As this creature is transfixed, it turns towards you, luring your gaze deeper into his essence. Kawana, now that this creature has turned his back to him,
It's a +2.
will get a +2 to his attack. FML. I think that Kwan and Lyric probably would do the party better if they just guarded the treasure. Hearn. Michael, can you end this thing?
Of course I can. Saint Cuthbert be with me. Oh, I start to pray as I take my sword in hand and swing it above my head.
Hold on.
Swing at the creature, man. Swing at the creature. There we go.
There we go.
I was going to give you
That's
a bonus
exactly what I was
too,
looking for.
if Saint Cuthbert answered your prayer.
Oh, well, shit. Let's see.
Too late.
Oh,
now.
it already hit.
You already hit him. He answered your prayer.
There we go. With a 2, though.
You need a little bit more strength there, buddy.
There. I should have asked for more strength. Next time it's going to be straight.
Okay, here we go.
Valentino slides in. You're going to get a +1 at that
Sneak
point.
in for a
because you are-
backstab. Yeah.
Do I
No,
get
you
a
can't
back?
sneak in. You can't get a backstab. The creature is aware of your presence.
It's in
You
love
can get
with freaking Thoden. It's glaring in his
You can
eyes.
get a +1 to your attack roll though.
That was right off a 20.
All right.
Eagle Eye, you are at a normal attack.
Oh, really?
Yep, you are no longer flanking him.
I sure feel like
You're
I
just
am.
alongside of him. You're directly to his right.
That was a 17.
Not that it
rolled
would matter.
3. Jiminy Christmas.
It's only getting worse for you,
Oh
buddy.
my god.
Your next roll is going to be a freaking critical fumble. It's going to be a fumble.
Well, it's Thoden, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Thodan
Yeah.
can't do anything. You're like just... Thodan, you're just like, oh, in love.
That
He's not trying to
jack-o'-lantern is
defend his love?
so deep.
You're not going to be able to get in for an attack. We have reached the limit of number of characters that can attack a single medium-sized creature,
Oh.
being 5.
Damn.
There's no room
So-
for you to be able to squeeze in and make an attack on this creature.
I'll just backstab the paladin then.
That works. So, target the paladin and give me a... give me a...
This sword's going to have something.
Knowing my luck, I'd roll a natural 20, do like 60 damage, and the paladin would
Right.
stand there and go, oh shit! Dunk.
I was just joking.
Yep.
Lyric delays.
I threw a flat.
Kawana should just delay and move out of the way so that fucking Hearn can come in and actually maybe hit. In fact,
Valentino should just get out of the way.
Kawana is just like, motherfucker. He's pissed, and he is going to.
Dude, Kawana right
yells
now.
To you, Hearn. He yells to you, Hearn. Hearn, dear man, get in here. I can't do shit.
I'm
He
trying.
goes, I am
but this,
moving
the
away.
paladin's in the way. Okay.
You can go through us.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you-
I know that. Now I can attack the creature because he's disengaging.
Yeah.
So that's okay. I can do that.
All right.
Did I roll
And
my?
Kawana does a fighting withdraw and backs
Fight
out.
and then withdraw.
Yeah.
No, defending himself and withdrawing, ensuring that he doesn't open himself up to an attack of opportunity. And moves
Did I
out
roll
and
my
then he
initiative
yells
at all?
over there. I don't know. Yeah, no, you didn't. Roll your initiative.
It says on the bottom. It shows.
Your dice is red, so you did not roll an initiative. There we go. All right, Hearn, you're going to be able to do something because Kawana can't do it.
Thodan just did a
is
flat
not
in it, so he's done.
All right. How do I
Valentino.
target?
Control click
Hold control, and then click them.
Yep.
Control.
and give yourself a +1 because you are in a flanking. You are at his flank.
Control click. How do I
No,
work?
just one click. You keep double clicking him. Single click. Control single. There you go. Now he's targeted. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll probably give myself a +1.
On your modifier.
modifier.
Bottom left. Bottom left.
The one that says
Oh,
5. Just double it. Be right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just click that 3 times.
Click
Yeah.
the +5, 4, 3, and 2, and when you leave the +1 not clicked, that means that's plus. Yeah. Dang. You guys aren't very good at combat, man.
Dude.
Fantasy
Cuthbert
thing sucks.
grant me the strength to slay this beast.
Yeah, I think
kills.
we should ask.
He almost rolled a 1.
I was dead. Oh shit! And it's a mess. Holy crap!
Yeah, it's a miss. Hearn, you'll be up once Michael ends his turn.
My bad.
Yay. You're good. Right, I've got to move to there and then see if I can target it. How
Up
do
higher.
Hang on.
You need
Go to
get
his
all the
back.
way-
Go to his back so
yeah,
you get a
get
plus.
all the way up to the back area.
Oh, to there?
Here.
That's not. Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Okay. And then you said it's control. I just got to figure out which one is control. Nope. Nope.
Control click, you get a +2 because you're right at his back.
That one.
You got him.
Yep.
And then
so
you said
+2.
+2.
Mhm.
Ooh. Rolled a hit. Is it?
He's medium.
1 second, real quick. Real quick.
Yeah, I gotta
'Cause
check something.
You have a flame weapon,
It's
so that's susceptibility to fire damage.
Oh.
But it's going to be
Okay,
no
I've got
damage.
I've got to hit with
You gotta
the
hit him first.
scimitar. Yep. So where's the to hit roll?
It's the attack. It should be red next to your weapon.
Oh,
On
got
your-
it. Got it. So it's you said if I hit it, it is susceptible.
It's vulnerable to fire. Yeah, but
Well,
you
I've
have to
got-
hit it first.
Yeah, I know. I've got to see if it says I've
Yeah.
got an effect or I've got damage, and the little red thing next to damage is the to hit roll.
No.
Which
that is
one's
the
the
damage
to
roll.
hit roll?
You're gonna roll the attack with your scimitar.
Okay, that makes sense. That's exactly
Yep.
what page I just clicked on. So my scimitar is this one. I've already highlighted the +2. Ba-bam.
And you
No.
roll as good as the rest of us.
Hey, first attack. I'm doing good.
He's attacking. All right, Eagle Eye, you're gonna finish this thing off.
My strength is 9. I'm not a physical person.
You're gonna finish this
Come on.
guy off.
Come on, Eagle Eye.
Yeah, that
Eagle
hits
Eye.
him. Jeez. He's critical. He's not dead yet. Oh yeah, grandma.
Critical means he's not dead yet.
Jeez.
Hey, so Pete's.
You might want to target him next, because everything I saw was on unidentified.
And the creature
Well,
pummels. Oh my gosh, why on
You
Michael?
did it good. That's the second
I
time.
know.
Everybody's attacking
Hold
Michael.
on.
All right, let's
Oh
attack
my
Mike.
gosh, hold on. There we go. All right. Boom. Though you are being pummeled by this thing, Thodan, you don't even realize it.
yeah, it's
Oh,
great.
no.
Wonderful.
Oh, wait.
It's like the pummels are making you want to draw yourself even closer into its gaze, into its loving
Nice.
embrace.
Whoa. So it's like like a charm /
Yeah.
mesmerism type thing.
Yeah, it's
It's doing some good
fascination.
damage to me.
Is that everybody? Thodan?
Thank
you.
And Eagle Eye.
Oh,
Well,
I didn't roll.
Thodan can't do anything.
Yeah, he
did
still has to roll a
lyric and-
flat initiative.
Oh, okay.
I did Lyric and Koana.
Thoden rolled lots of initiatives.
Yeah, Thodan's just rolling initiative 20 times to confuse it.
Valentino,
That
can
is
you
The
deliver the
hero.
finishing fatal blow?
I got it selected, right?
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't unclick it, you'll be on him.
Yeah, there it is.
There.
Same thing. Why do I roll the same thing? Like sevens. Everybody rolls sevens. Well, what's up with 7? Come on, Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, we
It's supposed to
do.
be lucky number 7.
7's supposed to be luck. Yeah.
Yeah.
No Lyric, no Koana, and
Oh.
Ripley on.
okay. Let me unselect Michael.
Yeah.
And whack Thoden.
Oh,
Which
no.
is then
There
going
you
to
go.
transfer itself to Michael, but
Yeah.
mysteriously anyway.
Somehow.
Aye.
More damage to Thodan as Thodan. You're just
Oh,
like,
shit.
this is the dream. This is the life.
You think
So,
it's kissing you?
Thodan, you are mesmerized. Hearn, can you connect the dots and make it happen?
Do it.
No.
Course not.
A 7 again. Well, not quite, a bit higher. Nope. Let me check
Eagle
something a
Eye.
minute.
Eagle Eye.
All
What
right.
can you do?
Oh, I can
Nothing.
fumble.
Oh.
Okay, let's see.
Oh,
Your
no.
blade swings so far wide that you don't even know what's come over you. You're like wondering, am I fascinated by this thing?
He's
You
like,
can't
I
stop
thought Thoden-
watching. You can't stop watching Thodan standing there,
Yeah.
just like staring at this thing,
Like-
getting pummeled by it, and it distracts you enough that you completely whiff it.
corner of his eye, he swears he saw Thoden's ear fall off. Hey, then a crit with
Boom.
the crit with the
Natural
short sword.
20.
Tell me he's dead now.
Oh, yep.
Boom! The creature falls.
So that first attack was just a fake. That was a ranger feint. Drew me in nice and close, and I lifted the short sword up into his belly.
I like it. And he falls into a clump of
Yeah, crowy
Oh,
flesh.
straw and flesh and other material. And no sooner than his falling, you see that the form itself starts to disintegrate into a pile of ash there upon the floor.
Does Thoden snap out of it?
Or is he all upset and distraught?
This girlfriend's just been killed.
His best buddy died.
Thodan, you are kind of just all of a sudden
Why am I sore?
Why is my butt?
facing this pile of ash on the floor. You feel this sense of loss.
Yeah.
You feel this like all of a sudden you are conscious that you were in this tranquil moment, and it's gone now.
The fact that he's got a cauliflower ear, a broken nose, and a black eye.
you definitely feel that you have been beat up.
It's
Yeah.
well, it's typical dwarf
Always-
sex. That's what happens naturally. Well, just because I know my spell's only going to last like another couple of seconds, I will just sift through the ashes with the flame blade, just to make sure. I don't know if it's going to do anything or no, but I'm just making sure, scattering the ashes, but with
There
the,
you go.
consecrating it, so to speak. I don't know what that thing was.
To you guys, it looked like a scarecrow, like one you would see in a field.
Didn't hit like a freaking scarecrow.
Hit like a Bruick.
Yep.
And so, as you take in the remains of this room, you see that there are several bookshelves lining the back wall, some bureaus and what appears to be a writing table and a chest in the room.
I think
And
as a group, we
Two
should
doors,
search the
one
room.
door on each of the opposite sides of the wall of the room itself.
I think because it's getting close to time anyway, I think we should search this room because I'm going to ask Michael, isn't one of the items we're looking for a book?
I believe
Yeah, we are
so.
looking for a book.
So I think we should search all the bookshelves in here, and anybody that's injured, looking at Thodan, looks like he's gone 6
Oh, he's-
rounds with Mike Tyson the ogre.
Yeah, he's down 50% of his health.
Right, so I think we should, spend, if you say 30 minutes searching the room to see if we find this book, and then the healers can go and help Thodan still remain conscious.
Okay. So as you search through the room and every nook and cranny and all of the books, all you find are rotted books and ramshackle furniture. There's actually nothing of value in this room, and nothing that even approaches the design of what Aid Jason had told you that he
Right.
was looking for.
Okay.
So you
Well-
clearly understand that this is not the room.
This is not the room you're looking for.
Mm.
Playing on the old Star Wars, this is not the droid you're looking for. This is not the room
Mm.
you're looking for.
It is not the room you are looking for.
Yep. Waving.
With that in mind, you wonder what terrors lie beyond these other two doors.
Just so the group knows, I cast 2 cure lights on Thoden. He got 9 hit points back. He's still down 4, and I've only got 1 cure light left.
I can only count. Let me get rid of that so it closes down. I don't want to cast it. I've only got one. Yeah, I've only got one. Boop, boop, boop.
A little housekeeping real quick here. Thodan.
Yes, sir.
All those gems, you kept those all to yourself, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. You are owed
That's why he was
something.
so
You are owed something.
Oh.
owed something.
Owed something. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Negative honor.
Yeah.
I'm only joking.
First.
There you go. Not that it really helps you much, but it's more than where you were.
I don't know what you did.
You were given the experience form.
Oh, okay.
All right. And I have a running tally of experience that you guys have earned thus far. Some will be individual rewards for using your character skills, but they won't. None of it will get awarded until you're in a safe place.
That should be, to be honest.
And I don't think you're in a safe place right now.
Oh, no.
Really? Nate, give
Not
me
that-
3 reasons why we're not in a safe place.
3?
Thodan's eye, Thodan's ear, and his mouth.
I was going to say the class 3 demon that's behind door number 3.
That's
Oh.
fine. That'll be good. Paladin. The paladin can hold that off while I turn into a kestrel and fly out.
The class 4 demon that was behind door number 7.
Yeah, it was
God.
dead.
I'm just joking.
Maybe.
Or is he? Yeah, or is he?
Yep.
The DM do the door number 1. The DM is always